me grow, rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirits, so he use me like I'm chump change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash, if I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash, when he coming back, what's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat.
What's up?
Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you, I was living on glass. I'm going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chillin' with God and he working it out. Do for you, I can't do for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we up, following God. I'm making it out. Rain on me, rain on me.
Help me grow a good.
Let's do it. What is good?
You came into my life.
What up?
Rain
What it
on
do?
me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Great to be with y'all. Great to be with y'all. Spidey's in the chat. Spidey is in the chat. Great to see you guys, man. Great to see y'all. Z Gamer in the building. As always, as always. Great to see y'all. Hope you guys have had a wonderful day so far. And we're back, baby. New York session. What up, Ash? What's good? What's good? Yeah. Spidey. All right. Holy, the captain is in the house. What up, Ryder? What up, the Big M? Energy's in this chat too. What up, Q? Good to see you. Soho in the building. What's up, Uptrend? Valerio in the building. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Positive Mind? What up, OGH? Vivian Young in the house. Badio Life is here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go ahead and do it, man. I think this is, what time we got? 8:30, 8:31? Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Today is June 24th. Yeah, it's a Wednesday here. So midway through the week. Tomorrow, I believe we got some red folders coming out. So everything should be clean. But why don't we go ahead and pray, and then we'll start the session here. You ready? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for a new session. I thank you that you would just attract like-minded individuals from all over the world so they can come here, they can learn, they can grow, and they can become all that you've created them to be. I thank you for using me as the leader here, and I pray that you would continue to use words of inspirement and encouragement and just optimism throughout this live stream. We thank you for continuing to make this stream fresh and pure and new every single day, and we thank you for the work that's being done. We give you the glory here. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So today is Wednesday. So another day, another opportunity, man, for us to be patient and disciplined, and keep one foot in front of the other as we make our way through this year. So we're midway through, almost done with the month of June here, and we'll see what we can come up with here today. But today we don't really have too much. There we go. Yeah, we don't really have too much going on here today. So in terms of any red folder news, but we'll see what we can come up with. We'll be following price action. Oh yeah, my voice is a little low. I'll try and figure it out at some point. But anyway, that's not the most important piece. You guys can hear me good enough. Clubhouse can hear me loud and clear. Yeah, can I get a confirmation on that? YouTube's too loud. Okay, let me stop screaming at y'all. Starting to scream at y'all because YouTube's like, yo, scream. I'll fix the OBS stuff in a little bit, but why don't we just get into it here? Yeah, why don't we just get into it? I'm gonna lower the music. Listen good, maybe clean your ears out real quick, and I'll try and fix the OBS sound in a little bit. All right, cool. All right, I think we're good to go. Can we get a little sound check? Let me make sure my music is good before I do that breakdown. And we'll rock and roll. Let me know. Let me know. Good. Okay, cool. All right. So, yeah, so again, today we don't really have too much going on in terms of any red folders, but why don't we go take a look at price action and let's see what we can come up with here today. NV's in the house. Philippe is in the house. And I think we're ready to do the breakdown here. So why don't we get into it? Wow, what just happened here? So let's talk about gold. This is the daily time frame here on gold, and looks like we are continuing to move bearish. So just as expected here, price starting to move down pretty nicely, right? We did create this level of resistance here, and that was all price needed, right? Just that one level of resistance. We talked about the potential of this candle here closing below the range. We talked about that yesterday, right? About that candle kind of closing below support here. Let me just grab this. Closing below support and continuing to move down and fill that range. So we did get that closure. We did move down. We did fill the wick to the left. We didn't make much of a top wick on that daily candle, but all in all, mission fulfilled, right? We were able to, close below and fill that range now. Let's go take a look at what's going on to the left here on the daily time frame, because we are just moving here. So we do have some support coming up on the daily, and that's going to be sitting at 40.22. So below that's a lot of clean range, but this could be right where we start to pop back up a little bit. So let's see if we can tap into that level and then patiently wait for some counter trend ideas. We might have to get counter trend ish here today based off of what I see, and what I see is daily candle has performed extremely well, came down, tapped into that level of support that we just looked at over there to the left, and being that the candle is tapping support, aka target, without having a top wick, right, then I think that we could potentially see some move back up towards this level here at like 4100. Yeah, 4100. So possibilities, right? We're very, very bearish. We got to be really on our game in order to get into that today. So let's go down and look at the lower time frames. Let's see if there's more room for the 4 hour to keep driving, and if there is, then we probably gotta sit tight for a little bit longer here. So let's take a look at the 4 hour. Let's look left. Let's see if we got any sort of market structure at all. 4 hour, nothing. So we know we have that daily support. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour coming down as well. Did we close below? Yeah, we might have slightly closed below that support here to the left. So you got that nice closure. Again, filling that range, tapping into that daily target. Nice clean range coming back up if we do decide to make that move back up. So why don't we pay attention to what starts to happen here at 40.22. If we start to get some good rejections, then we can likely get involved in some counter trend trades. Now, I think the best way to counter trend here today may be for closure to happen, right, and then a range to form. So let some sort of a bearish candle kind of attempt to go back down again, right? Maybe even two of them. You create this little range now, and then we wait for a closure back above, right? So once you have that resistance here, we wait for we don't take the first buy, right? But we take the second closure back above on like a 15 or a 30-minute chart, and now we have all this clean range to come back up. We'll look towards 4100 for that daily pullback, and we can possibly catch something like this, right, where we kind of do that range to breakout in that targeted tapped area, and then go ahead and continue long in this back up towards like 68 there. So those are that's one plan for the buys. The other plan is, again, we don't really want that buy right there, because the reason we don't want that is with price being extremely bearish, we can break the highs, right, continue driving down. You guys have seen this happen, and price can keep melting. So we don't want that buy. We don't really want that obvious support. So what is our other option here when it comes to going long, right? So I think the next best option is, let's say that this candle also closes bearish, right, and we kind of remain down here. This is where we want to possibly look for an inverted celery, right, where you get some sort of rejection from the downside, something nice where you stay very, very low here by 22, and then we can look to anticipate that move back up, right, and that's support being formed on a higher time frame. So those are my two options here for buys. I either get it early off this inverted celery or this clean move. You never know if volume's coming in. We might even be able to enter in on this candle, right, as this candle kind of has a wick here and maybe starts rejecting and getting ready to flip back up. this could be an opportunity for us to, you know, take a impulse entry on the break of the highs. Ideally, I'd like to get a candle to flip, break the high, close bullish, right, and then go in, but either one, you know, just depends on the volume and stuff. So that's my deal here for my target tapped concept. Now, if we don't do that, right, how do we continue selling off here? So let's say we do create some bullish candles and maybe we move up a little bit too much, right? So we don't get involved on that, but we do create resistance, right, at some point. Let's say we got a nice wick to the downside here. We can stick to the bearish bias, right, and kind of aim to fill that wick a little bit later. So again, remember, we want to stay out of the obvious buy because it's likely to grab liquidity up there with how bearish gold is. So we stay out of that buy, stay out of this buy here, being that we're too far up, and then we wait for the sells back down to go ahead and fill that wick to the left. So a couple different options, you know what I mean? We're in that daily support though, so that actually gets me going when it comes to the bullish idea. But all in all, you know, if we do kind of create, you know, even this type of pullback here where you get price to kind of move up and stay below, and, you know, we wait for some sort of a bearish closure here, that also works for the sells as well. So two options, you know, for buys, two options for sells. I don't know, man. If it doesn't meet that criteria, it's just not even worth it. You know, it's just not even worth the risk at this point here. We got a great session ahead of us. We got to let price action do its thing. And if price action does what we want it to do, then we can go ahead and step in here with confidence and be cool with the outcome, right? Either outcome of the trade. So those are my plans here today. That's what I want to see price action looking like. We just had a big move down here at NY Open, it looks like. So price is bound to, you know, just play around here and try and pick a side, right? Will we go up or will we go down is the question. So we'll see what happens right here. Very important zone to pay attention to, 40.22, and we'll see you know, what happens at the 30-minute closure, the 1 hour closure, and all that good stuff. All right, cool. Nice sells in London. Nice sells. Sheesh. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's the idea here for gold. We don't really have much over here to the left, so we're gonna have to kind of move blindly a little bit here. But I do know that we have a daily support that we did tap into, so definitely higher time frame is tapping into its support levels, and now we just wait here. So we'll see if we can get either range 2 or an opportunity to take the inverted celery back up, or some type of resistance being formed and closures below for the sells. All right, let's get it. Bands counted up. There he is. Caught an, oh, some of you guys got this move down. Yeah, nice. Very nice, very nice. NY Open, nice pop. Nice pop there. That's like 2 in a row that I just missed. This one here, maybe that little celery play, and then there was a nice inverted celery at some point yesterday around the market open. That was pretty nice too. All right, anyway, let's take a look at the NASDAQ and let's see what we can come up with here. Where it looks like we're still ranging for the most part. Let's take a look at the daily here. So daily moving down, strong closure. The only issue with the closure, I think we were talking about this in Asian or something like that, but you have a closure right at that level there. So clean move, right? Nice move down, but I think we've moved quite a bit with this last candle that we may, you know, just want to make a pullback here, make a support or something like that, and then kind of close back below to continue the downtrend here, possibly on NQ. But all in all, you know, we are bearish. We did close pretty strong. Let's see what the 4 hour is doing. It doesn't look like it's doing much, right? So 4 hour just kind of consolidating here. Not much decision going on. A lot of rejections to the downside, but at the same time cannot seem to crack this level here and break above. So let's go see what these wicks will look like on the 1 hour. Just a nasty, just nasty. This is nasty, man. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at. You got 4 hour is bearish, a little sketchy though. Broke the highs, broke the lows, but all in all bearish. I think if you can get maybe a 1 hour closure, you got clean range to the left. You got a nice wick to fill, and you know that's pretty much your range. If we look above there, you got a nice wick to fill here as well, and unfortunately, this is pretty much a no trade zone. I mean, it doesn't really, I mean, you got closure above, but then you got resistance here. And then if you close above, you got more resistance here, right? And then slightly above that, I mean, it's tough. Plus, you're bearish here on the 4 hour. So, yeah, probably range two buys above on the 15. Yeah, maybe even these buys, you know, you kind of faked out here, right here, kind of close back below the range. So yeah, maybe now a closure back above should set NQ up here. If not, then, you know, maybe a little pullback and a closure below, and you got some decently clean range to the left there. So we'll see. We've been ranging 4 hours, a bit confused. So we need some direction here from the higher time frames. We need some help. We need some help. We need some information. Yeah. All right. When was the last time we were this low? Yeah, we're getting low now. We're getting low on Goldie. Can we crack, yeah, can we crack 4,000? Did we? No, not yet. Not yet. Let's go. Wow. Insane. Didn't even realize that. Range 2 ideas. Yeah, everything looks good. Yeah, how'd you guys do in London? I think I seen you guys took a trade, right? Did you guys take a sell? Let me go. Before you tell me, let me try and spot it. I'm not sure. Let's see. 7. Closure below 315, 330, somewhere here. 345, somewhere here. It's gotta be. Range. Closures below. Clean range to the left. London open. High volume. Talk to me. Talk to me. 315. Got it. 315. Okay, cool. Cool. Nice trade. Sweet. Oof, look at that. Lovely. Good job. Good job, guys. So I'm assuming you may have closed partials, right? Right here. Maybe a couple pips above support. Move stops to break even. And then this son of a gun hit you at break even, yeah? Some of y'all close full. Yeah, full closure. Awesome. Great job. Yeah, nice trade. Nice trade. A clean range to the left, too. Beautiful. Daily candle just did not want to come up for that top wick. Ah, man, this orange flavor just hits different. So good. Close full at support. Let's go. Nice. Had to. The playbook showed up. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, if we could just all get over ourselves and say, hey, look, playbook set up there. I need to take trade, right? And we'd be chilling. We'd be doing good. Increase my volume. Yeah, I gotta look and see what's going on. I gotta listen to it. You guys really need me to increase my volume? Like, I can hear this like perfectly, literally. Like, what can't you hear? Let me lower that music a little bit. Why does that music seem so loud? All right, I put the music down there. My voice, though, I don't know. Some of y'all need to clean your ears out, I think. Yeah, you got to clean them ears, man. Clean them up. How can we deal with if we can't see the next support level? Yeah, so you kind of go in blindly, right? So one thing I do know is the higher time frame, I do see a major support, you know, to the left-hand side. So I'm kind of now paying attention to this area here. And like I was mentioning earlier, what you do is you basically wait for extra confluence, right? Extra confirmation. So you don't jump at the first bullish candle that price throws at you here, because this is likely to be a range, right? That could kind of get, like kind of price play around in this range for a little bit. So you don't jump right away, because you don't know. Price is still bearish, still a lot of volume to the downside. We don't actually even know if there's a target here on this time frame, right? We just see it there on the daily. So you wait for like a range 2, extra confirmation saying, hey, you know what? We are going up. We're good to go. We got our second range here. And then that's kind of what I'll be doing to protect myself here. But that's it. I mean, that's all you can really do to protect yourself, right? You can't, it's almost impossible to guarantee yourself, anything in this game. So you just do the best you can. When it's raining, you put on a rain jacket and hope you don't get too wet. When price is moving like this and in target taps and you get those extra confluences, you get in the trade and, you run with the outcome. How do I overcome my fear while I know I have at least a 70% win rate? Because of this, I'm staying at break even. I mean, you got to trust it, brother. You got to trust it. I mean, you have a 70% win rate. That's phenomenal, right? So instead of having fear, you should have confidence, right? Because not many people have a 70% win rate. I mean, that's pretty epic, bro. That's pretty epic. So I'll be honest, you sound like a great trader. So why don't you just believe that for yourself and step in that, and again, this is what we talk about. We always go back to it that, you can know the strategies, you can know the systems, but if you don't believe that you're a person valuable enough and worthy enough to having success, you will never get it, right? So it all boils back down to the boring things that we talk about, where a lot of people tend to tune us out because we're not talking about trading there, right? But at the end of the day, that belief in yourself is what you're going to need in order to actually utilize the 70% win rate system that you got your hands on. You know what I mean? So you got to believe you can do it first. And you got to believe that this system and this trading can work for you. Because if you don't believe that yet, then you can know all the setups, the system, you can know how to do everything, but you'll always find yourself being met with where your mentality is. And if it's still at break even, then it will always stay there, right? Until you develop that belief. So yeah, just execute. Understand that execution is your edge. If you have a 70% win rate, then execution is now your edge, and just, execute. Remember, 70% win rate means nothing if you don't trust yourself enough to execute the trade. You have a 99% win rate. Donald Trump's trading signals, right? But if you don't trust yourself and believe in yourself enough, you may not execute. So this is a perfect point to make about how knowing the system is not all of it. Knowing the technicals, knowing the setups, knowing the entries, like, that's just a minor piece of becoming consistently profitable in this game. It takes more than that. More than that. And then you can do all the other stuff, like lower your outcome and, detach from the, lower your risk and detach from the outcome and, all that good stuff. But I'm telling you, that's not it. What it is the belief that you can or can't do it. And I would say choose to believe you can, because I heard a quote a long time ago. It stuck with me forever. It said, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way you're right. And that impacted my life forever. So kind of hold on to those words and just start to believe you can. Something powerful about that. Yeah, here we go. Moving downtown again. Whoa. How do you take the time to journal your trades, and what do you focus on when you look at when I look back at them? Nowadays, I just focus on whether or not it was a good playbook setup, and I look for the little details. Anything new I can kind of discover, I try and look for. So there was recently we extended our stops a little bit, right? We started using bigger stops because I was looking at trades that we lost, and I noticed that we were correct about the direction, but price just had to move up a little. We were a little early or something. Price had to move up a little. So I'm still learning. I'm still adapting, adjusting, and all that to this day, right? I mean, we just made a a big tweak this year, right? A couple of months ago, which was the stop loss and all that. So we're still learning all the time. But nowadays, I've got it down pat a little bit better, and I just mark up my trades, make sure that they're playbook setups. I mark up my emotions while that I had in that trade. Most of the time they're fairly well, but sometimes they could be off, right? I could be nervous, or I could be greedy, or I could be anxious, or I could be I don't know, just whatever, right? Trying to revenge trade or something, and I need to know that. So I mark those little things down. Basically everything you see in trade set, everything we put like in trade set is pretty much what I like to journal. So that basically includes like my emotional behavior, my exit, my entries, my what time frame was it, what kind of setup was it, what session, what type of risk did I go, was I focused, was I so I just kind of do it like that. Yeah, the best part about trade set, it has a whole emotional side too. So I think, again, going back to the belief and the belief system, it's very important to journal your emotions, and your emotional state while you're in that trade. So it's not just about the technicals, but about the emotions as well. That earwax, it's going. Yeah, nice trade yesterday. Beautiful trade yesterday. Clean longs on the way up. Clean trade. Wow, look at this. All right, we'll see if we close back above here. We got 5 minutes left on the 15 closure. That'll end the hour for us as well, and we'll see if we keep closing above. Then we're going to be looking at some potential buys coming back up here, I think. Do I consider psychological levels when trading? So, at one point early on, I did learn about psychological levels. I don't really consider them too much. If price is around that area, though, I'll say, hey, you know what, 4,000 sitting right here, right? So we might want to tap into 4,000, or so. But other than that, I don't. I used to. That was more of when I was an intraday trader, where I would just let this whole trade run. I look for those psychological levels, like look at 4,100 right here. 41. Let me get to 41. Is it right here? Yeah, probably right around here. 40.85. So yeah, I mean, I look at them, but I don't really consider them too much anymore. They don't really hold too much weight in this type of strategy, from what I've seen. How's the month of June treating me? Pretty good, brother. Pretty good. Yeah, I can't complain. Can't complain at all. Bill Belichick, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I've studied a lot of coaches too, so all winners are trackers, right? So, you got to track things. Like, I want to know my win rates in New York sessions. I want to know what they're looking like in Asian. I want to know, what I'm doing off the 15, what I'm doing off the 30, how things are working. Not that I'm going to make any major shift to it, but I may say, hey, I haven't had too much success in the 15-minute time frame this month. Let me wait for better confirmations on the 30, right? So, I mean, sometimes I make little decisions like that, all based off of my data. Do I cook my own steaks? Oh man, Green, do I cook some steaks or what? Yo, I have become one of the best steak cookers you ever find. Yeah, I don't know, man. I used to be horrible at cooking steaks, but now I got it like perfect now. What's up, Ray Slay? How we feeling, bro? You ready to slay the rest of the month and the next month and the month after that? June is good. Yeah, June is good. We got a bleeder. My preferred way of cooking steak is on the grill. Definitely gotta go grill. I got pretty good. I even got good at them big tomahawk joints. Old dinosaur steaks. What's my favorite trade? That's a good question. I think I would have to go, like, you mean my favorite setup out of the playbook? Yeah, I'd probably have to go inverted celery. Yeah, I might have a higher win rate on the onion, or, you know, have used it a lot more, but I just love when that inverted celery shows up. Just love it. Yeah, basically over the last 2 years, 2 to 2.5 years, we've made, in terms of money-wise, 135,000 off breakouts, 230 grand off onions. Insane. Just buying and selling off support or resistance. Like, not that smart, you know, just genius, right? 92 grand over the inverted celery. And then the fade has produced about 64,000 and the celery 116,000. So they've all been profitable. They've all kept about a 75 to 85% win rate, and they've done that throughout. I mean, this is 2.5 years of data. So it's pretty good. You know, when you know you got like consistent data for multiple years straight, you know you got your hands on a good system, and then you just keep applying that. That's all. You just keep applying it. Here comes our our move down into 4K. Let's mark it off. Can we crack below? Yo, can we get below? There it is. All right, let's tap 4,000, close with no bottom wick, and start popping up here. Yeah, 9 a.m., new hourly candle. We close a no bottom wick on the 15, no bottom wick on the 30. That tells me we're likely to tap 4K here, see what we can do. And if we start rejecting out of it, then we could probably look for some pullbacks. But wow, what a move. What a move down in the hour time frame here. What a move. 39.90 on CFDs. All right. We'll let CFD get 4K real quick. SimZ. Yo, yo. $30 inverted celery, 15 fake out. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Gotta love when gold's melting. You just gotta love it. It's only when gold is like rallying up that I'm like having slight FOMO. But when we're moving down, I just enjoy it. Whether I'm in it or not, I always like to see a bearish gold. Where could I have taken a sell? Well, that's a great question. Why don't we go figure that out, right? So where could have we taken a sell? I think the best place to take it was right here. Right there. So what time was that? That was at 5 a.m. So if you were around at 5 a.m., this is probably your best sell, but, you know, would have likely closed with no bottom wick there. So that's the 1 hour chart. So I think that was your only opportunity. No bottom wick, right at support, can't get in there. Possibilities maybe to get in here. This was 7 a.m. pre-New York. This was a celery play, which I thought was pretty good here too. So this was NY open. Enter on the break of these that bearish candle low. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, it's the first closure we've gotten since we were together. So I'm just getting here. So I wasn't at the desk for that. I wasn't working yet. But now I'm here. So I think those were probably the best opportunities to get in. 8 to 8:15 was pretty good. Excuse me, pretty good too here. Anyone get in at 8:15? Sheesh. 4 hour closing, no bottom wick too. Previous? That's crazy. That's crazy. Took the sell but closed 40 pips. That's good. That's real good. I mean, everyone wants to think that they would have taken the sell from up here and still have been holding, blah, 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 right? But you know that's not the case, right? You know you would have closed here at support. Sheesh. Or when that candle closed and no bottom wick. So it's nice to think, you know, it's a nice thought to have, but you know, you likely weren't holding this whole move, regardless of, even if I got in up here at the 1 hour, like I'm out, you know what I mean? When we get to support, I'm out of there. Somewhere down in these wicks, probably when that candle closed, I've just been closed my full trade right there. So it's nice to think you would have got the whole move and, oh man, if we got in earlier, but likely that wouldn't be the case. Even if we had runners, you know, I'd probably still close my runners at some point before way down here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. An example of an inverted celery? Yeah, there's one, let's find a couple here. So there was one last night, which was, what time frame is this? Hour. I'm looking for a specific one, but I can't find it. So let me just find some more. So this would be one where you have a big rejection, right? And you got a, you know, kind of bearish closure, small bottom wick. So you see here how you got a, you know, a steep rejection wick and then a small lower wick. And when that next candle breaks the low, it's usually gone, right? A nice push down. That would be one. There's a little minor one over here too, you know, nice rejection, a break of the highs on that next candle. We usually push up. Let's see if we can find some more. What time is it? 9:04. Yeah, let's see if we can find a few more. Inverted celeries. Let's see. I wanted to find that one from last night, but this was one right here too. So you had a nice rejection to the downside, price pushed back up, closed with like a smaller top wick, next candle pushes up there. That's more of an onion, I'd say, more of an onion. So yeah, it's got to look like that. You know, it should resemble, like a bullish one should resemble a smaller top wick and a steeper bottom wick, which indicates a rejection. And then if you look here on the bearish side of things, you'll have a steep rejection from the top side, right? And then like a smaller low there. So those are like perfect. I mean, if you see it looking like that, I mean, it's perfecto. And like, let's say that the trend is bearish, right? Or let's just say that the trend is bullish for this example. So we've been moving up, 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 right? We come down, get some support, and then that creates that support for you. You know, you should move up pretty nicely. Yeah, people do call it a hammer. Yeah, I think they call it an inverted hammer. Yeah, there's a couple different names for it. You call it whatever you want. Just when you see it, it's a good indication. Dun, dun. Yeah, it could also be like this one's nice too. You see how this one here has a big wick down and then a push up. I think that was last night in Asian. Yeah. And like you will usually fill the range really well. Like I know you see a rejection here, but notice how we filled the range, boom, perfectly, right? So that's why we always look to take profits here, is because a lot of times price will fill that range and, you know, reject. You know, it's never guaranteed to keep moving. So, but if you do get into this inverted seller, you've got literally like an 85% chance of coming up here and retesting that high. Yeah, hammer, yup, shooting star, pin bar, yup, I've heard all of them for that. Those are actually the names I've heard of before celery. Celery was random. Little pin bar action, little shooting star. So we're kind of looking for that now. We're looking for something like that now, where maybe we close bullish here, right, with no bottom wick on that previous candle, and then maybe look to take the buys up. It's gonna be dangerous. Danger. I call it the pip snatcher. That's a good one too. That's a good one. Zoom link when you join the clubhouse will be in your email. Yeah, check your email. Make sure to check spam as well. And if you have any problem, literally at all, don't even hesitate to send us an email. We'll be happy to, you know, help you as soon as possible. So we got the team on the email right now. If you need us right now, just send us an email and we'll take care of it probably within the next 15 minutes. Max. Welcome to the clubhouse, my friend. Welcome to the revolution, where we're going to start seeing traders get free, understand system, and really start to get a hold of their life. Let's see here. Stayed out the cells 1 hour back, so overextended. You would recommend staying out. Also, yeah. I don't think it's a bad idea to stay out. You also had a 4-hour candle with no bottom wick too, so that just makes all the cells a little tougher to get involved in, you know, since that closure. Yep. Multiple support zones to the left. Yeah. I don't think. Are you talking about this one here? 8 a.m. Yeah, if you stayed out, I mean, if you stayed out of any of this, again, it's tough with that previous 4-hour closing with like no bottom wick there. It makes it really difficult to get confident in these cells, especially when you have no bottom wick here and then no top wick on the current candle. So if you guys have stayed out just because you didn't like the price action, that's fine too. It's totally fine. Remember, you don't have to trade. You're never obligated to trade. Do you have to trade to make money? Yeah. But do you have to trade every day to make money? No. Do you have to trade over risk your account to make money? Absolutely not. You know, you got to take good trades, quality trades, stay out of bad ones, and get into good ones. Sounds easy, right? Zoom. How you guys feeling? Johnny Gems. Okay. All right. My man hit a payout. Got designer on.
Yo, my man. What's goody?
How you on vacation while on vacation?
I don't know, because, bro, it's a lifestyle, right? That's what you always taught me. Live life like it's a vacation.
I said, if you listen to me good, young man, every day will be a vacation.
Yeah, man. I think when you do what you love, like life's a vacation, bro. No matter what you do, as long as you love doing it, you find purpose out of it. Like, damn, that's awesome. That's a life you don't have to ever take a vacation from.
Exactly. We just wanted to make sure you guys were listening. That's all.
Am I that loud? Sheesh. All right, Chad, I'll talk.
The baby woke up, dude. You woke up 9 babies. That's messed up.
What's up, Chad? How you doing?
I'll be coming for your head on that one.
I'm sorry. What's up, brother? How you feeling?
I lowered you, so you should be all right.
All right, bet.
How
you doing,
man? Anyone rocking whatever they're freaking called, AirPods, earphones, whatever, man. You have heard from Johnny Gems today.
Yes, sir. Well, now you know to do something you love to do, and you'll never have to take a vacation from your life.
Stop screaming.
What's up, chat? Just know I didn't mean to hurt your ears. I'm very sorry. We can blame the YouTube settings.
Blame my my volume mixer here. It went all the way up.
Blame that.
Someone was working on my computer, and I don't know what they did.
Damn. Well, man, I'm feeling great.
Now?
But yeah, you sound good.
No, not you. Chat, is it all right now? Are you guys good? Can you even hear me anymore? Are you guys deaf now, or?
You sound low for
Everyone's
some
still
reason.
with me? Oh, snap.
You always sound low, though, to be honest, like, on the mic.
Yeah, I keep it low key, you know? Keep it low.
Yeah. I still sound loud, I think.
You might have to deal with that then. We're going to figure this thing out, you know? We're going to figure this thing out together, chat. One day we'll have the volume just perfect for everyone.
But, dude, I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
Excellent. Incredible.
Long time no see.
I know. I've been fantastic. How about you?
Amazing, bro. Incredibly blessed.
Yes, sir.
Ready to have a great day. Ready to do a job today.
All right, that should be good.
Chat, great to be back with the squad. Hope everyone's feeling amazing.
Oh, you woke a bunch of people up. So that means you were here the whole time sleeping? Holy!
Damn. Did someone really just admit that?
Where is he? I lost a comment. I lost it.
If you're gonna sleep, at least sleep when you're not trading.
Order filled. Okay, guys. Wake up, everyone. You got the whole house. Hey, everyone, wake up.
Yeah. Had to be YouTube for real. For real, Rich.
We're
Clubhouse now, never.
focused. We're focused. Ears just melting. Melting worse than gold. Price dropping with no chance for entry. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Nada.
Yo, how does that sound now?
It sounds amazing.
Alright.
Incredible.
Awesome.
I think on Zoom you probably just sound the same. It's YouTube that you probably sound different on.
Nah, YouTube saying I'm loud too. I mean, Zoom. It is what it is. Now you guys can hear the gems. Loud and clear.
I'm gonna have to use my my other microphone that I have upstairs. I think I might need to grab that one.
Yeah, it's crazy how low you sound actually.
Did you guys did it sound lower when I messed around with it there? I might have to break it down.
Nah, it sounded the same.
Man, not you.
Oh,
Chat.
you're talking about they say I'm loud.
Like, how would you know how you sound? All right, that should be a lot better there. Talk to me. Talk to me.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, how are you?
1 million, 2 million, 3
Hey, how
million,
you feeling,
4
John?
million. I'm feeling amazing, bro. I feel like a multi-billionaire.
Damn, still the same.
So I'm on my way.
I don't know. Why do you take partials and not hold for a price to hit a full 1 to 2? It's not part of my plan, you know. So sometimes it is part of my plan to hold to a 1 to 2, but you know, that's like just so random for me, you know. Hold 1 to 2. I want to hold where price action, you know, leads me to. So, you know, if price action gives me a 1 to 2 according to like the structure, I'll take it. If it's a 1 to 1, I'll take it. You know, if it's a 3 to 1, I'll take it. So, yeah, I don't know. I just been doing it this way for a long time. It's made me a lot of money, and I just stick to it. That's pretty much why I do it. Yeah, I don't think you really need to, you know, again, like if I only do 1 to 2 on every trade, then now I'm saying, hey, I don't know what's going on in the market or, you know, the market condition, but I'm just gonna take a 1 to 2, you know. So there's sometimes there's opportunities to do that, sometimes there's not. So I just move with the market on the day to day and moment by moment. Moment by moment. Give your thoughts on 8:30 candle. 8:30. This one. Bearish. Very bearish. Closing no bottom wick though. Dun, 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 dun. Rafi in the house. Oh, Magnus in the house. Rafi in the house. Which one do you guys want today? Magnus or Rafi, guys? No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't make y'all choose. That's messed. Put y'all in the oh.
That's messed up.
What's up, boys?
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's poppin' with it?
Hey,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear them? Hey, approach with caution here. Today.
Yo, cautious over here, man.
Approach
Hey,
with
are we
caution.
allowed to?
Oh, hold on. Let me get you guys aren't even on screen. Nothing. Come on, Nick Stewart. Learn. I mean, come on.
John's mic is like, I don't even know.
John just got a super mic.
on steroids, bro.
Oh, does it sound better now? I tried changing it.
Actually, yeah, it sounds
yeah,
good
it
now.
does. Actually,
Alright,
it does. How we
That
doing,
was so
YouTube?
much
How we
better.
doing, Clubhouse? How we feeling today, man?
With
Right
the-
there.
It's alright.
Incredible.
Wednesday. Good to see you, Magnus. Good to see you, Nick. Johnny.
Great to see you.
And Johnny's
Yeah,
swagging
great to
over
see
here, bro.
Great
Boom.
to see you,
Dude is
boys.
swagging.
Let's
Thank
blow
you,
them
bro.
up. Let's blow them all up. Boom, boom, boom. Where's the other guy, Mr. London? There he is. There he is. Bam.
Feeling death.
All right, nice trade in London, boys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. Good trade.
Nice
Played it, man.
little sales, yeah?
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
All
Those are
right.
nice.
Welcome to YouTube, guys. Welcome to YouTube.
Thank you, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right,
How
we're
we
here
doing,
now. How's the
YouTube?
volume? Should be good. It doesn't matter how the volume is. Stone Cold Steve Austin. They sound good, Green? You sure?
My boy Green.
Green,
Popping.
Green.
What up, Green?
They sound good? All right. Cool, cool.
Yeet.
Monthly performance for June. It's been good. It's been actually pretty good. Yes. Month. This is the month. So doing well. 1-2 trades a day, man. Just like I teach you guys. That's all. 1 to 2 trades a day. One really good setup is all you need. So 1 trade, 2 trades, 1 trade, 2 trades, 2 trades, 1 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, 3 trades. And yesterday was really 1 trade. It was just, just 150 that I did by mistake. So yeah, there's 1 to 2 trades a day, man. You don't need much. You know, you don't need a lot of trades. You just need skill and capital. Skill and capital. Skill and capital. Write it down. Skill and capital. That's what you need here, right? And you can go out and do anything you want. You can pretty much accomplish all your dreams and goals with skill and capital. So a lot of people have the capital. Not many have the skill. Some people have the skill, but not the capital. So you need both working for you. And if you don't have capital, you just start working with some prop firms for a little bit, just like I did. You know, I rocked with prop firms for 3 years, and I built up my money. I stacked up my payouts. I didn't spend money. I actually stopped spending money, and over time I invested. I built other businesses, and then eventually I had the skill and I had the capital. And now I can go out and make, hopefully potentially $100,000 this month. I mean, we'll see. There's not too much time left, but anything can happen here. So I've been focused and trying to take the best trades and stay out of the bad ones, and yeah. Yep, but it wasn't always like this. There was times where I had 20 trades here and 20 trades there. Imagine taking 40 trades in 2 days. I've done it, trust me. So yeah, keep it simple, gang. Keep it simple. Man. Nice easy wins, stacking them up. It should show you that you don't need that many trades. Stone Cold said so. No, I was talking about the other one. Yeah, one was The Rock, one was Stone Cold. Yeah, that's right. Taking 2 trades this week. All right, I'm up 44%. Best week ever with 2 trades. Yep.
I'm gonna have to get these bandage, man. Like, what's going on over here?
Yo, you're off.
Bleeding, bro.
Leader.
Jeez.
NY open. Froze literally.
Wow.
Bye. Moving, baby, moving. Was up 1,000 on all my evals. Forgot to delete stop orders. Ooh, yeah, I've done that too, man. I've done it. I think we've all been there maybe once or twice. I've done that on my live account. That's the worst. I remember one day we took a buy, right? We took a buy position, and I guess I closed full, but I had a sell order somewhere up here. So I had partials up here, but at some point I just closed full, right? And forgot all about the order. And we were throwing W's in the chat and everything, all that. And price actually tapped that order, yeah, and then started to reject. So basically it got tapped, and I didn't have the order fill thing on, or the vocal thing. And man, this thing just started melting. So I thought I walked away with a W that day. Basically, when I closed my computer, that level got tapped and price just melted. And I got back later in Asian, and it was like I had an entry up here. It was a buy entry. It was unbelievable. I was thousands of dollars in the red. It's crazy. So I've been there, brother. Happens. You gotta be careful. Oh, watch him at what time? 12?
Remember that?
Huh?
it happened to Magnus too. Like he was like, I don't know, like $50 for what was it, a payout or something?
Yeah, bro. I can't even, bro. You can't even make that up. I mean, it was take profit too. It was another prop firm, and I left an order because it was like first time on Tradeovate. Not first time, but like it was like fairly new, right? Left an order in, went to the gym and stuff. I get a message on my phone like account blown. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Dang.
Man, I thought mine was worse. Then I hear Nick like 16 or
Happened to me twice, actually. 2 or 3 times.
Damn, bro. After those 2 times, it never happened again.
That stuff's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. You shouldn't even be able to close the app if you have an order open. Like, it should ask you, like, are you sure you want to close or something? Crazy, man.
Yo, T. Callahan, I remember that London session. Magnus, you remember that one?
What? Oh, which one?
You took
I
a
already,
buy.
bro. I ain't even looking in the chat. I already know what it is.
You know, it took partials to get that payout, and it was like I think it was like a buy limit. I think we took on sales,
Bro,
wasn't it?
Come on, man.
Yeah, it was like sells and he bought. He like took 2 trades.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
When he was supposed
Bro.
to take profits, he took another trade.
I was about to take
Dude.
payouts on like 2 instant funded accounts, and then like we hit full TP. I said, yes, sir. We got it right here. I'm out. And then it activated me in the buy again, and I was like, wait, what happened there? And then I lost like 100 to 200. Yeah, it was all good. We got it later, but I mean, damn. Yeah, it
Trading,
happens,
bro.
man.
Trading, you really gotta make sure you're clicking the right buttons.
Yeah, really, bro. Yeah, you really have to. I mean, well, they could go dangerously wrong, really. And the funny thing is, you never wake up in profit, so.
Never.
Right.
That's really only happened to me with futures. I don't think I've ever done that with forex.
Yeah, no.
Uh-oh, now their volume's really low. Uh-oh.
Oh my god, there's always a problem here.
Hey, move it up. Hey, no, move it down. No. Little up, little up, little up, little down, little to the left. Little to the little to the right. Little to the right.
Who's low here? Is it me or someone else?
Let's see. Yesterday when you took the trade, I took it with you, but I was feeling FOMO. Why do you think that was? Probably just because you didn't have a concrete plan. So, you know, maybe where we closed or you closed and price kept going, you had FOMO because you really didn't have much of a plan. So you just closed wherever I closed, you know, but then you see price going up a little bit more and you're like, oh man, I wish I was still in there. So you just have to get your plan in order first, right? So that means like if the plan is to, let's just say we're taking this trade over here, like some sort of inverted celery, right? If the plan is to get in on the break of the highs, keep stops below the lows, you know, do our thing here and close our full trade right there, then we can't get upset about that other, you know, that the rest of the move that we missed there. We never planned to capture that move, right? So anything above here, like these 2 bullish candles, when you close here, you can't have FOMO talking about, I should have held. Or if I did hold, or man, I could have held, or I should have held, or had I would have held. You're right. I mean, there's just no point in that, right? We plan the trade. You know, this is how people end up taking a beautiful trade and then giving it all back. Because they're like, oh my God, I missed that move right there. And then they try and get in again. Meanwhile, they literally just took a beautiful, profitable trade. One of the trades that I would take right here and just be gone for the day, right? Boom, gone for the day and move on to the next one. The next trader, they go out and they try and trade more, right? Because they they have FOMO off of, you know, the move from here to here, right? As if they were supposed to catch every single pip of that move. So once you begin to plan your trade and then trade that plan, anything outside the plan has nothing to do with you and is of you know, none of your concern. So, you know, same deal here. If we take this trade, break of the highs, right? We get involved, we take a buy, we plan on, you know, taking that trade to this resistance level. Bam, right there, which I think that was yesterday's trade, right? Yeah, it was. So we took it there, right? And you know, that was fine. That was fine. You take it at that resistance. If you didn't plan for all that, then there's no need to get FOMO or anything like that about it. So yeah, it's just about planning your trade and sticking with that and not being, you know, too greedy. Can't be too greedy. Do I use any indicators? I don't. No, I don't use any indicators. But indicators are good if you like them, if they help you. How did I find this support? I just looked at the daily. Yeah, it was mainly the 22 area. I don't know about this 4,000 area. We got nothing to the left.
Bro, I tried. Yeah, I was gonna say I look left and I don't see anything.
Literally, bro.
So I was like, where'd you get those lines?
Yeah, this 22 area I got off the daily, and then this one I just marked off as the 4,000.
Yeah.
Psychological bank number, you know.
Like there is
Psychological
stuff,
random.
there is stuff all the way to the left, but it's like gappy. It's like doesn't look good. Can't really like make a picture out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy that it's
Literally
been that long since we were this far down on gold.
I like it. I like it. I really
I
do.
like it a lot too.
I like it a lot.
Much rather be down on gold.
But I like the plan here. It makes sense.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You think they could be out of alignment and stuff? Yeah, so I think they're all, Norbin, good question. So I think they're all, you know, they all sync, right? And sometimes they do fall out of alignment, but, you know, to get them back in, you got to do what we talk about. Get your quiet time in, right? Solitude, prayer, meditation. Get your thoughts out on that journal. Tell the truth, right, about what you want, what you're afraid of, what's holding you back. Feed your mind the right information that's going to align it back up, and, you know, stop entertaining so to speak, thoughts that really just don't match where you're trying to go. You know what I mean? So stop entertaining those thoughts, and then I would say most importantly, start to act in alignment with the person that you are trying to become, right? And don't get off of it. So stop entertaining those thoughts, right? Take some quiet time, you know, keep it real with yourself. What's helping you, what's hurting you, and all that stuff, and, you know, just get back on track, because you know, alignment is very important. Remember, your thoughts, your words, your actions, your emotions you could even throw in there. Once you get all those moving in the same direction, nothing can stop you. Nothing can hold that back.
Man, adding to that, bro, like, I feel like this might sound cliche and everything, but prayer is a very powerful thing, you know? And I feel like, yeah, you're becoming aware of your thoughts, you're becoming aware of what is happening. And because you see, here's the thing. A lot of people know what they should do, but they still struggle emotionally with, you know, how to do the thing. They know at heart, at the soul, you know, the core of the soul, that this is what I should be doing, but they struggle emotionally. And I feel like that's where prayer comes in. And this is something that for me, it's been a life-changing thing in the last year, I would say, because in the past I didn't know what prayer was. I didn't truly 100% believe it because I never experienced it. You see what I'm saying? So like when I had no choice but to actually now pray, and just letting go of everything else because we have expectations. You pray for 2 nights and then nothing happens, then you start believing. I feel like once you actually dive into prayer and you actually give your soul to the prayer, that's where things kind of change. And that's what kind of changed for me. Like, I was in a very difficult situation when I was in Bali, and that's when I started diving into prayer, and everything changed very rapidly. But that belief,
try fasting too.
There. Oh,
do a little
yeah,
fasting,
bro.
You don't have to fast for days and days and days. Just fast throughout the day. Just try starting there. Like, don't eat till the afternoon. Start fasting a little bit. Start spending that solitude when you're alone in the morning, right? Does the word say very early in the morning, before anyone was up, before the sun was up? What would Jesus do? He would get out there, get in solitude, and spend that time in prayer and meditation.
Yeah, I believe that, because I mean, you think about it, food is for the flesh, and if you put that aside, put it away, because we all, crave things at times, sweets and good stuff, and when you put all of that away, you have nothing but what's happening within. And once you get into that, the fasting, the prayer, it's a life-changing thing. That's the reason why I was called to get, to prepare emotionally, mentally, and spiritually before birth for my son. Like, it's something that it's not like I just woke up one day and I was like, oh man, it sounds cool to do a fast. No, it was something that I felt for months, and I was praying on it, sitting on it, and I was like, I gotta do this, and I did it, and there was a reason why. I had to connect, and there were some things that I had to listen to, and yeah, bro, I would say if you can do that, the fasting and actually diving into prayer, like intentional prayer, trust that things will change.
Yes, sir. All right, 9:30 popped here. No bottom wick or anything like that. We'll have to wait here on the 15 closure, but any sort of 15, 30. I mean, if we wait on the 30, we'll have a 1 hour close here too. So we might even get inverted celery. We've been talking all day about the inverted celery, so it might just fall into our lap here on the closure. But we got a lot of time left in this candle. 15 minute, nothing we could really do about that. So no bottom wick here. So we got to wait this one out. We'll see how the 30 closes, when that 30 closes, or maybe even the 15. But especially when that 30 and 1 hour close, if we get this support formed, it should be our indication that 4 hour candle is ready to pop back up here, or at least the next candle.
Yep, I like that, man.
We'll see.
Like
Price
that.
may want to run.
Yeah, the 15-minute onion too. It's like the 30-minute was bearish, had a wick to fill. Like, there's still range to push down. So I like, the idea of being patient for 30-minute closures.
Yeah, we can if we have to be. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, 30 was strong bearish too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing.
And right there, that's the best thing to do as a trader most of the time, is absolutely nothing.
Yep.
People ruin themselves as traders just because they trade, right? Like, they had to take that trade. It's like, if you would have just did nothing, you would have been in a way better spot than you are in, right? If you are that person, right, who takes a bunch of trades like for no reason.
Homie posted, trading's 90% psychology, 10% trading, and man was over trading all day. It's like, it's easy to post these things, gang, right? Harder to live them. So, if you're posting, make sure you're living it, and make sure you're actually applying it. It's so easy to talk about it. So easy to say it, right? But it's much harder to live it and apply it on a day-to-day basis, right? Without rushing your process so much. So learn to live it. It's easy to post it. It's easy to repost, make a meme, you know what I mean? Like, but, are you really doing that in real life? Are you really sticking to that same exact advice? Story says 90% waiting. P&L says a lot different.
My man taking 100 trades.
Yeah.
Your story and your P&L don't match, bud. What's going on here? Be down in Tampa in October. All right, let's run it. October. Oh, I actually might be moving out of Florida. Yeah, the heat. I'm over the heat. Yeah. Yep.
When will you do that? This year
or? Probably early next year.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I think I've made up my decision. I think I've made my decision. My mind is made up, and I'm out of here. Time to experience the next spot.
Damn, where you going, man? New
That's
York?
what I'm talking about.
Nah. I'm looking into possibly like North Carolina. Trying to get some house on the lake. Look for opportunities there. So we'll see.
Sick, bro. That'd be sick.
There's one that's pretty nice, but it's got no garage.
Oh wow.
So I say, hell no, man. It's got a garage, but it's got like, you know, it's just an overpass thing, you know. I'm like, nah. I cannot leave my car out there.
You need that garage, bro.
You need
That's
that
the spot, too,
enclosed
where we hang
garage.
out. That's the hangout spot with Knicks do. The garage.
Yeah, facts.
How long is that away? Like North Carolina from Tampa?
Just a couple
Like
hours.
Florida.
It's like 8
Probably
hours,
like a
9
1-hour
hours.
flight.
Like a
Like
drive?
drive.
Yeah, you could
Like a
drive.
drive. Yeah. And like flight, it's like an hour.
Oh, wow. I'd definitely take the flight.
Yeah, definitely. Coming from Denmark, I mean.
Bro, come on.
I was looking into Tennessee, but I just don't like that it's a time difference over there. It's an hour. I think it's an hour back, Central Time.
Oh, like Central Time. Yeah.
That's what you're on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Central Time. I don't know. I just didn't want to do that. So, how many trades do I take in a month? I don't know. It's always different. I mean, I could look at the data. Usually, I mean, this month I've taken 17 trades. Last month I took 30 trades. 30 trades. Yeah, I take like 30 to 40 trades a month. Just about one a
Basically,
day.
one trade a day.
One to two a day.
1 to 2 a day.
Wow, there's been some other months where I've taken like 60
I feel like
trades.
it all, like, if you look at January, Nick, like, I'm curious to see how many trades you have for January. Like, you know, like, certain months are going to be different, like, based on the market conditions and, like, what the markets are willing to give you. Kind of like, you know, investing in index funds and stuff like that, too, like, where, you know, it's uncertain, but your edge is going to be guaranteed long term. It's just, like, each month is going to be give and take a little different than the other one, potentially.
Let's take a look at the year. So from
Yeah, let's take a
January 1st to the 24th, it looks like I have taken a total of 217 trades. And those may be a little bit more because some of them are my funded accounts plus my live, like same trade on both accounts. So some of them could be that, but that's pretty much my stats of the year so far. 81% win rate, 3.9 profit factor, almost about 280, 176 wins, 41 losses. I mean, look at we got 71 green days and like 11 red days here this year so far. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
How many trades did you take in January and February?
Like
compared
50.
to, like, in the month?
Yeah, like 42.
42, wow, okay.
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
February 43. So right around 1 to 2 on average, 1 to 2 trades a day.
Bro, you gotta love that. You made what? Try to look at the trades versus how much you made. You took less trades now in this month, and you made more.
Bro, in February I was making about 30,000 a month. Look at this so far this month. So we still got about a week left. So we're growing. Remember when I told you guys I'm gonna be increasing my risk? You see how much of an effect it has, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
Same stuff. Literally taking the same trades, managing risk the same exact way, taking partials. Nothing changes, and I basically double the income. You know, just by understanding the skill and then having the capital to scale up a little bit.
Lovely, brother.
Yes, sir.
Chad, it's the man right here, man.
Legend.
Just listen to this guy.
The
bro.
GOAT, bro.
Supply
Hey,
that
I mean,
mental
look,
shit.
6 years into basically trading the same strategy, you know, like everyone's shocked that I'm getting good at golf. It's like, what do you expect? You know, I've been going to the driving range. I've been putting a lot, right? I've been playing a lot. So it's like, of course I'm going to get good, right? So same deal with trading. It's no surprise that I've gotten good. I've committed a lot of my life to it. You know, I've committed a lot of time that you guys don't even know about, right? To this game, to this craft. And really wanted to be good. You know, someone that people can look up to and say, hey man, that guy's on his game. He knows his strategy. He understands it well. I can look towards him as an example. You know, I wanted that as much as I wanted to be profitable. So, yeah, no surprise. You know, if you apply things and study and do the work, you should get the results.
Facts, bro.
Yeah, what up, Bulk and Trades? Good to see you, man. Good to see ya. How you been, bro? Taking a little time. I like it. I like it. Carolina. I actually found a place in Pinehurst, which is Gulf County up there. So might have to look in that area a little bit more. But I found a beautiful spot over there in Pinehurst. Unfortunately, it's not on a lake, but I don't need to be on the lake once I get to my next location. I need to kind of get to my next location, see if I like it, if I'm feeling it, and then maybe look towards, you know, getting something more in line with the dream.
Is that spot that you mentioned close to the spot you were telling me about?
Nah, not really. Lake Norman. It's a little ways away.
Got it.
Knoxville. Wait, is Knoxville on Central Time or no? Oh, it is Eastern Time. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Am I gonna take a trade today? Yeah, I might. I might take buys above here on this 1 hour closure. Buys above, need a 1 hour closure here. If we can get that, I'm in. I would have loved to take a trade at 9:30, as you guys know I always like to do, but just didn't have that opportunity today.
What's that level from there? Is it the daily something?
Yeah, it's the daily one. Yep.
I like that correlation, man. 1 hour, 30-minute onions.
Yeah.
Clean ratio left.
15 didn't really get. I mean, I would have loved to be in this, right? But that 15 needed a lower wick and all that. So.
Do you like it on the 15 still? Like
Nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here.
Yeah.
1 hour for me.
Yeah, I mean not now, but I mean like if the 15 is pretty overextended in the 15 minutes still.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
Okay.
do I
It's
like
just
it
the 15
now or? I would say let's wait for the 1 hour here.
Yeah, I'm saying if we wait for the 1 hour.
Oh, do I like it
And
on the
let's-
15 still? Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, like especially if the 15 gives us this, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Something like this, and then we wait for a 1 hour low, because the 1 hour probably closed bearish, right? With all this being said, so we still need to wait now for that 1 hour low. But where everyone else is going to be looking for sells, we can capitalize on that celery, you know, to push up here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
with
that's my thought. So I don't know if price will play out like that, but if it does, then yeah, that's kind of what I'd hope for when it comes to the hour closure above.
Yeah, money.
What do you...
We'll see. We'll see if we can tie it all up.
Yeah, a little 15 salary action, that'd be nice.
What do you mean by that, man?
Build a garage? Yeah, why not?
What do you mean by that?
So what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean exactly? You want to take 15 buys here? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
100K month incoming. I receive it. I receive that. I had to leave my 15-year relationship to be successful. Hey, sometimes we were talking about that the other day. Bulkin is like, you know, sometimes you're gonna have people or places or habits or vices that are blocking your blessings in life, and you know, it's up to you to realize that and, you know, make smart decisions with your future. You know, some people hang on to things and it just holds them back. So sometimes you really need to, you know, stop for a moment, check how much you're carrying in that backpack, make sure they belong with you at the top, and if they don't, you got to leave them. You know, it's not easy, but it's necessary. Not easy, but necessary.
Man, I respect that. W to that person in the chat. I respect anyone.
He
who's
said,
willing to
"Bye,
sacrifice
Felicia."
Something for anything they want, really.
Yeah.
That's the type of, you know, grit you gotta have, man, to be successful, right? Someone who's got no plan B. He's burned the boats. His plan B is plan A, right? Like his only plan is to get this trading thing done or whatever it is done.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's someone who's guaranteed to be a success.
Yep. Can you share a setup which has more than a 60% win rate with a 1R? All of them. Every single one of my setups all have more than a 60. They all have higher than 70% win rates. That's a lot of times that's my qualifying number. So if there's been a lot of setups that I've studied and collected data that I've never even told you guys about, because at the end of my collection, I found that it just wasn't even a 70% win rate, so I tossed it. So one of my qualifications for even having a setup come into my playbook is I need to have at least 30 to 40 trades that, produce a predictable outcome and a high win rate. So yeah, all of my setups have high win rates, like 70% plus. After finding my edge, I hit a losing streak. I keep missing out on good trades because of psychology. Okay, so lower your... Yeah, I know. I wouldn't change. I would not change. So the question is, should I keep working on it or should I change my approach? Keep working on it. So basically what you have to do is, I would say, lower your size because you keep missing out on trades. Good trades, you said, because of psychology. So how about this? How about forget about making money for the next week? And just focus on getting into those trades, because you're never going to be able to make money if you can't get into the trades, right? So lower your size, focus on those trades, take those trades, build a sample size amount of trades, like I said, 30 to 40. And then if you've done that, properly, you'll have a good win rate, and then you can find confidence in that. If your win rate is not good and your profits are not there, and it's leading to a lot of losing losing trades, then maybe that's where you have to change your approach. But I wouldn't just walk away right away. I would get those 35, 40 trades of sample size data in before making any sort of changes or decisions to, do something else. Again, that's the big problem, right, with most traders, is they're very quick to jump from system to system and strategy to strategy. So you really got to lock in on that. And look, if that one doesn't produce a good result, then look no further. We have one here for you. We have one that you can apply that has worked for us and hundreds of other traders, and you could just tap into ours. But I wouldn't say leave yours to come to do what I'm doing. I'd say collect your data, 30 to 40 trades. If things are going well, keep your foot on the gas. If they're not, then you might have to, look at changing your approach. And if you need to, we're here for you. Been following for a year. Now I'm coming to the clubhouse forever. Let's go. Let's level up in there, man. I got big plans for the clubhouse. Plans that I dream about at night, gang. I dream about the future of the clubhouse. Like, I've got such dialed in plans. We're going to help thousands and thousands of people all around the world.
Amen, brother. Amen. You know it.
We're going to have educators. We're going to have other educators. We're going to probably have, possibly other systems at some point down the road. We're going to have psychologists. We're going to have it all. We're going to have it all. It's just, you got to just wait it out. It's like waiting on a candle to close. The good things take time.
Yes, sir. People need it too, because people, they discover trading. Every people discover trading like each and every day, at some point, So it's like, who are they gonna learn from?
Yeah, someone's always gonna need some help.
Someone's gonna need to learn. Yep.
Some of our educators might be just students in the clubhouse right now. You might not even know who their name is. But we'll see. The cream rises to the top over time. So, might be someone's first day today in YouTube. Little do you know, you might be my best friend in 5 years. Who knows? You just never know. It's your story though. You got the pen, so you write it. Biggest reason why I don't trade on the 5 minute: I haven't committed enough time to it. To understand it, to know it, to be confident, to have probability, to have sample size data. That's the number one reason. The fade setup faded away. Faded away. Yeah, we need to wait for that one. All right, at least I do. I'm going to wait on the 1 hour close, and it's closing in 7 minutes, so we'll see what happens.
What a nice push up. Yeah. Are you not interested in sell tier too?
Probably not yet. maybe later.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if we get like a good top wick or something, and then like structure forms up here. But until then, I think we're moving out of that zone here and popping up.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. Price action Kev, there he is. Why is the line in the middle important? This one here, this is just another support level over here. Yeah, 4-hour support too. What happened when I lost 21K? Nothing really, just lost. It was 2 trades. They were both for like 10K each. Yeah, just a regular loss. 2 regular losses. Who's my mentor? Raja. Raja, I learned this price action system from most of it. Yeah, most of it. But, you know, I have other mentors in life. I just kind of learned the candlesticks and how to trade from Raja. He was an excellent teacher. Excellent. Yeah, nice move here at 9:30. Wow, let's go, Jason.
W, Jason.
Let's get it, man.
Wow, beautiful, man.
Yeah, I love that. Love to hear this.
Let's go. I love that. Amazing. Good work, bro. It's the journey, you know, you just gotta love it. You just gotta just appreciate every day. You know, I learn a lot from my kids. Every day they wake up and guess what they're excited about? Nothing. Just another day. Just another day. That's all they need. They don't need anything special. They don't need anything, you know, like we look forward to stuff. You know what they look forward to? Just waking up, just having fun today, right? So it's like, can you develop that childlike yes, so to speak, right? To just be grateful. You know, just be grateful you got a new day and a new opportunity, and that's all. You don't really need much to be grateful. They come down the stairs all fired up to do nothing. All right, here we go. Let's go. And then just hanging out, sitting outside, playing with their toys, messing around with bugs.
Okay, let's go. And
You know?
just sit there.
So can ye be like a child? Can you? Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Raja. Yeah, I was actually on the phone with Raja the other day. He was telling me all about that. Yep. He was telling me about it. TT Priest. Yes, sir. Good job, Jason. Happy birthday. Whose birthday we got? Christoph. Happy birthday,
Let's get
my
it,
friend.
Christoph. Happy birthday, man.
Let's go. Let's see. So those of you guys that think, hey, man, this speaker, he's got such great results, but what about everyone else? Let me show you some guys in the clubhouse here. This is beautiful, man. Congratulations. Looking great. You know, everyone thinks this is like an impossible feat, right? To kind of like be successful every day of the month. It's really not. I've done so many months where I didn't even lose a trade. Or no, I'm sorry, didn't lose a day, like have a red day. So, you know, it's not that every day is a winner here, but you see when you stick to system, right? See, there's losses here. 75, this is probably 2 trades, 1 loss, 1 winner, right? There are losers here. But see how the playbook, right, was just able to get it back for him? So you got to realize that, you know what I mean? You don't need to overtrade. You don't need to over risk. And it's not impossible to have months that look like this. I've had plenty of them in the past. Are they extremely hard? Is it difficult to do that? Yeah, you know, I mean, you got to really be committed to your system every day, and probability has to, you know, flow well for you, obviously. But, you know, you're going to run into months where, I mean, you're on a heater. You know, you're on a heater. So this is awesome. This is amazing. Most people don't believe this stuff. But it's absolutely possible when you put in the work. Yeah, that's amazing. One more day for another payout. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Cheddar time. Hey, yo. That's good. FOMO strong. This is the time to be stronger. Yep. Hey, look, this is the time where people cave into FOMO. You know, so for you to stand tall and, you know, stay out is where you separate yourself. We talked about that in the clubhouse one of these days. I forget what day, but you know, everyone's got their breaking. You know, there's you know, most people out there have their breaking point, and you know, you're gonna go through things, and you got to realize, man, this is tough, and you got to understand that the next guy is quitting right now, right? As you're debating quitting, someone's quitting, right? And it's your job to keep going, right, during those times, right, when you feel like quitting, and knowing that, hey, this is where most people quit, and this is where I'm going to keep moving forward, right? And that's where you develop that worth. Is all in that, you know, consistency and that grit, right? Where you once the results start coming in, you start realizing, am I getting lucky? Hell no. I put in the work for this, right? I developed grit for this. I was persistent for this, you know what I mean? And you begin to accept it, and you begin to feel worthy of it because you've actually, you know, put in that work to go get it. Yes. So no FOMO, no FOMO. Discipline, baby, discipline. Got some birthdays. Okay, here's our closure. So our 1 hour candle moved up quite a bit here. 4 hour candle rejected too. So you're still staying below the 4 hour range, which kind of is a little bummer, but you know, all in all, we did pull back pretty nicely here. Let me just take a look left. Yeah, this is multiple ranges over here. So you did pull back very nice. We're gonna need a nice like attempt to fill that wick. So you'll probably see price likely stay around here for a little bit. And if it does, and it just kind of gives us a little bit of structure. So the 15 closure that we wanted was more of a celery play. This one kind of filled the range. So I think in the pursuit of this new 1 hour lower wick, right, maybe we can get some nice little move down and a support to form, right, as price kind of looks to move up here on the 4 hour. So yeah, I think we got to wait for this. So maybe 1 or 2 15 more minute candles. If we get something like that, I think the buys can start playing out here. And then if not, right, if we get that and we don't get buys, we look for sells below, right, and that'll basically be, you know, your 4 hour top wick and clean range to the left here to go down. Do we dare to buy gold? Do we dare? Buys above here. There's a support level. Where is it? It was on the 1 hour. That was the 4 hour support. I think we were looking at. Hold on one sec. Sheesh, Goldie. Bro, where'd that support level go? Like what? There was a 4 hour support. I don't know where it went at 22.
What's that? 39.86 something.
Bro, it loads in the 4 hours. It loads like a top step is like slow here.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it came from the 4 hour, so that's kind of like, and the 4 hour did close above that area, just not above this other area here, which is this guy. But yeah, if we make a good attempt down and we kind of create support and we start breaking that high or something, this actually looks pretty good to move back up towards like 89. But we need to pull back. Daily, yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say 4 hour? Daily. It was the daily support, yep. So you got a lot of wick rejections here. So that's kind of like the zone that we're looking at. If this daily candle can, keep rejecting out of it, I think we got some good opportunities for that daily to start pushing up. Keep in mind that daily also has no top wick, and you might get a fake out. You might get this daily candle to pop right back up, close back above the range, and do something like this today. You just never know. So once we get the pullback, we can look for the buys. This thing is a little too overextended at the moment, so we need a nice pullback support formed. Keep blowing accounts on just one trade after growing them. Yeah, I mean, you're probably over risking. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was doing. I relate to that, disappointing my children and my wife and kind of holding that lifestyle back. And you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm over risking. You should never really blow your account on, one or two trades too. So yeah, you got to take good trades, man. The only way to succeed here is to take good trades, and that's it. You gotta, don't just come into the market to try and make money. Have a plan, have your rules, and when price lines up with those rules in that plan, that should be the only time you should ever execute a trade. Literally, like, the game is all messed up. The way it looks from the outside is so deceiving in the trading space that everyone thinks, come here and make money. But man, it's really, you got to follow a lot of rules. You got to be patient. You got to be willing to let stuff go. You got to be willing to, not even take a trade. It's not easy. It's not easy. But if you stick to 1 or 2 trades a day and you know what you're looking for, it's easy to wait, when you know what you're after. So I know what I'm after now. So that way, anything that does show up, if it doesn't line up with what I just drew out, right, it doesn't matter to me. So that means if I drew this out, right, and I'm going to wait for a support here, boom, to take a buy. So that's my plan, right? So I'm going to get in a buy if we can, do this. But that doesn't mean price has to do that, right? So that means if price starts to go up here now, that's to none of my concern. And most traders just have a hard problem with that. Same deal here. Would love to get in 930, but I had no valid trade idea down here. So this move here is to none of my concern. It's almost like it never even happened to me. Broke some rules yesterday. Revenge trading. Yep, it is. Yes, it is. That's why I don't revenge trade. Been there, done that. Trust me, if it worked, I would still be doing it. I promise. Do I also trade when I'm not streaming? Yes. Yes, if opportunity shows up and I've planned a trade and the trade comes my way, just the same way you see it on the stream. I'm the same way off the stream. I'll wait, sit tight, wait for setups, and when they show up, I'll enter. Sometimes trades happen on stream, sometimes they happen off stream. We can't really control that. You got the movement down, got greedy. I'm back to almost break even. Man. After that lovely move down, that's what I'm saying. Imagine if you stuck to one trade today. You'd be chilling. Chilling. So that's what I mean about the importance of 1 to 2 trades a day. It's so important. Yeah, there's a lot into it. We make it look easy. You go to my Instagram, you see the W's, you see the setup. It looks easy, but if you weren't on the stream for that and you just watched that video, you would say, man, how hard could it be, right? But they don't realize that we were on the stream together for 2 hours, right? Just waiting and waiting and waiting and being tempted and staying out and being tempted again and holding the line and then eventually having the trade fall into our lap, right? Like, you can't get that on an Instagram story. So it looks very exciting from the outside, but when you come in here and play the game, it's a lot different than just W's in the chat and just beautiful trades and winning all the time, right? So you just got to realize there's more to the game than meets the eye from the outside of it. Where's Gems? He's on, I don't know. He's on vacation too, so he might be a little busy.
Having some breakfast.
He might be having some bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Can I talk one-on-one with you? Yeah, brother. Hit me up in Discord. Yeah, hit me up. How to support and resistance? You just look left. You know, you look left, you find areas. You know, there's a little resistance here now. So that's why I don't want to take a buy here. So in order for me to take that buy, I want to maybe take some profit. So what do I need? I need a new support. So what does the support look like? It just looks like, you know, this little move back down followed by a bullish candle. And now you know, okay, you got yourself a support now. So then I would start to take buys again. Yeah, you either look left or they get created right in front of you. Johnny Gems.
Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
What you doing over there?
I'm just chilling. I had to
What's
run
that
away
mean?
from the computer for a moment.
Tell us exactly what you're doing over there.
Well, I was actually doing push-ups, and then I
What
had
else?
to do something else.
What was that something
Hey,
else?
It's a mystery, bro. It's a mystery.
It's
Spit
supposed
it
to
out.
be a mystery.
Come on, you don't, I mean,
Plus-
it's only us and 1,700 other people. You're good.
Yeah, right. It's a mystery for chat. You guys can decide.
You guys can make it up.
Make it up, yeah.
Held too long and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's all again, that has to do with planning the trade. So like if you see price action moving really good right now and all of a sudden it starts flipping and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I got to get into this trade. Or let's just say it's this one, a better trade. But you have no plan. You're just going to get in. Well, now if price starts going against you, where do you close? And if you don't have a stop loss before the trade, then chances are you're going to leave this up to hopefully hope, right? Your stop loss is on hope. And it's like you're going to hope that price doesn't move down, but you have no true stop loss. So typically what happens if there's no stop loss, you're not going to want to close that trade because what are you doing? You're hoping, right? That price will just come back and, you know, just get you at break even and then you'll leave that trade. Right, but that's not going to be good enough. You know, that's not going to do it here. That's going to lead to failure. So what you need to do is you need to set a stop loss and you have to stick to it, no matter what. So if that stop gets hit, now you're out the trade, right? So boom, you're out the trade here. You still have your trading account. You don't feel like crap. You didn't lose any confidence. You just took a losing trade, which happens. You know what I mean? I took 2 losses last week, so it's part of that game. It's when you leave this stop open to no man's land that things get a little messy, right? Because again, if this is negative 500 here and you don't want to close, well, now down here it's negative 1,000 and now you really don't want to close, right? So do you think you're going to want to close at 2,000? Probably not. 3,000? No way. 4,000? You're like, all right, this is a $5,000 account. I guess I'm risking it all here. You know, it happens. And boom, that's how you blow your accounts. And, you know, you marry that trade and that trade never comes back on you. And all of a sudden, you know, you're now pissed and depressed and unconfident and feel like an idiot and all that stuff, right? So it's better to just avoid that. It's better just, you know, plan the trade and trade the plan and be willing to live with the outcome of it. You know, some of you guys have detached in terms of your size and lowered your size and you feel really good in trades now. And now you know how I've been feeling over the last couple of years when I'm in trades. I feel really good because I know where my parameters are. I know what my risk is at and I feel great. I don't care if I lose or win on a trade to trade basis. I know that over time my trading will dominate, right? My probabilities will, you know, push me forward and make me profitable. So on a trade by trade basis, I literally can care less if it's going to be a winner or a loser. It's just got to be a good trade, good execution, and I got to have my parameters, right? My plan, my trade planned out, and then I'm good with whatever happens from there. So, and by the way, I didn't start that this year or last year. I started that when I was asking John for $500 back in the day, right? I started it then. That's why I'm good now, is because I didn't wait to now to do that. I started doing that before, I probably even should have, right? I should have cared about the result, and I did to a certain extent. So you know what I mean, where it's like you detach a bit and just let probabilities roll. Stop loss to the moon.
Exactly because of what you're saying right there. I've spoken with a lot of people when it comes to these things, and this is the reason why we talk so much about the mental side, because even from the athletic standpoint, it's not that you need the mental side just to succeed. The mental side is the strength, is that floor that keeps you going when things don't go right. Whenever you take that loss, whenever you take those things, that's what's going to help you to bounce back. That's what's going to help you to recover mentally and emotionally. The mental thing, right? So you might have, how many guys have spoken that know what they're doing in the charts? They know the strategy, like left and right. They make the money, but they can't take a loss in the chin because the mental side is not there. And that's something that has to be built as much as with your data and your skill. It's something that it is very important for you to spend some, invest some time on that, because like I tell everybody, it's not for when things are going right, it's when things deviate a little bit. When things are not going good, do you have the mental fortitude to keep going with what has been working? And it seems like a lot of people get emotional, stop believing, start panicking, and that's the reason why you want to spend some time in the mental side.
Got to be able to handle the loss like a boss, man. It's part of this game. Best loser wins. Remember what Mr. V said to me? He said, Nick, you show me someone who's never failed, I'll show you a failure. I'll show you a failure, right? Winning takes failing. But, in school, they punished us for that. So when you become an adult, you go, oh, I don't want to do anything where I'm going to lose or fail. That's bad, right? But no, failure is good, man. I tell my kids all the time, look, fail and fail often and fail as fast as you can, right, in order to get the knowledge that you need. So that's what I would encourage y'all to do. Fail and fail quick. Just get it over with, right? Just get that messy part over with. Do your failing so you can do your learning. And every just loss comes with a lesson. So if you have the ability, which I know you do, to find that silver lining, right, and find the positive in that adversity, right, then you'll be good. You'll be good to go. You got to think about it. Most people, I think I read something like 90% of men and women out there, the thought of becoming successful doesn't even cross their mind, right? Most people just think, hey, I'm not going to be rich. I'm not going to be financially independent. I'm just going to work. Like it's the average life for most people. So you got to realize just the fact that you guys can even think that you can be successful and rich in life and abundant in life is already a separation, right? And now guess what? You only have to compete with 10% of the population, because the other 90% doesn't even cross their mind that they could become wealthy. So now what, right? Now there's that 10%, and now you really have to be that 1% in that 10%, right, to get it done. Because even in that 10%, right, how many people think of becoming successful but don't, right? So in that 10%, there's a whole nother competition, right? A whole nother, battle that has to go on, right? So the fact that you even think that you have a chance of being a rich, wealthy person in life is, you have no idea how much of a head start you already have. Most people never even think of living that type of life. They're born into something and they just think, hey, that's my life and this is what I'll do, and that's it. So congratulations to you for even having a vision, right, and a dream and a backbone to stand up for something, because most people just don't, but now you got to understand there's a game to play here. And if you can separate yourself here, that's where you're going to go to the big leagues. The big leagues.
Being in the big leagues, bro. Being in the big leagues is a whole different world, man. It's just crazy. Just being able to do those things and experience those things, being at that level, man, it's so worth it. All the sleepless nights, all the crying, tears, all the pain. I wouldn't change anything literally for that, bro.
Yes, sir. Mediocre mentality. Yes, sir. And then remember, every time you go chase success, you'll always encounter violent opposition from mediocre minds. And some of those minds may be people who just absolutely love and adore you, but they might not know what's best for you. And if you listen to them, you're done. You're done. That's the blind leading the blind. Right? So you got to really hone in on the vision that you have. And again, if it's only in your mind, then other people can't see it. So you can't, base anything off of their opinions at that point. Very, very important to know. You're long on NQ? All right. Let's take a look at NQ. Holy smoke. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I have no words to say. Best of luck, maybe?
Good luck. May the probability be with you.
What do they say on the ER table when they do like that? What is that again? They rub the two things together. They go, all right, pulse.
Clear. They say
Clear. Clear. Some of you guys are trying to do that to your trading accounts. Clear. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, literally.
Revive that thing, bro. Yeah, nah. I'm hoping you the best, man. I'm not sure what the plan is, but hopefully you get that pullback. Wow, NQ really moving down though. Big rejections here from the top side. That's crazy. Haven't seen a good, healthy move like that in a minute.
Goldie.
Gold's like on standstill right now.
Goldie yo-yo.
Gold, we're just waiting for support, and then we might be good to go here.
We got 10 minutes. That 1 hour is looking good to come up. If we could just get the support here.
That golf course is sounding good again today.
Are you playing? Are you gonna play again?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna range it. I don't know about a round of 18. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe 9.
Maybe 9. Maybe 9 that ended up turning into 18. You just never know.
Or 9 turns into 13 or something.
There's no point in playing 9 by yourself where you could just play 18 in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Honey, I'll be gone for about 2 hours. Just don't even tell her you're going golfing. Just be back in 2 hours, dude. Why are you in your golf uniform? Why are your golf cleats on? I don't know.
I just feel golfy today.
I just want it's my fit. It's my drip.
Feeling golfy.
I'm embodying this new persona.
Yeah. I gotta live it, honey. I gotta live it. If I really want to make the PGA Tour, I gotta act like a PGA player. I'm going to Dick's Sporting Goods to buy balls. I had to dress up in my golf gear. What handicap am I? Don't ask me that, please. My average score is 90. I'm not that good, but I'm getting better. My average score, put it like this, used to be 115. Like John still is. But now I've gone down to But now I've gone down to about a 90 on average. My lowest round was 88. I was really hoping to break that yesterday.
Realistically though, my average score is like 105.
Yeah, but 105. Yeah. I'd say mine went from like 115 to 100, and now it's kind of pushing down towards like averaging 90. Bro, yesterday I got off to a phenomenal start. Par in the first 3 holes in a row, and then unfortunately hole 4 I shot an 8.
And that's the challenge about golf, similar to trading. It's like who has longevity, right? Like who can par consistently, who can withdraw profits consistently. That's the challenge of these games, the longevity part.
I'm basically at the moment
practice does that.
Pretty much a bogey player. Like basically a bogey is like a par for me. So as long as I'm getting bogeys and pars, I'm chilling. I can live with that growth, and that progress. But after this year, I really need to start ducking down in the 80s. Only shot in the 80s one time. Just one time, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I don't
Well,
even
you're
know how to
progressive,
calculate
bro,
the
I feel
handicap. Do you?
I don't. Joe probably does.
But I'm really enjoying golf. I like playing. I actually didn't even realize how much I like golfing alone too. It's pretty awesome. So I like the game. It's a good game. It's an independent sport too, just like trading. You know, nothing else. Doesn't matter what John, Rafi, or Magnus do today. You know, that's not going to dictate my, you know, my emotions or the way I manage it or something like that. So I like that. All of it's on you. The management of the course, the swings, the shots, the game, everything. It's all on you. All on you.
You like golfing alone better than with the brothers?
Kind of, yeah. If I'm trying to play like a little bit
Okay,
more
damn.
serious, yeah.
Sean was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn.
If it's more serious, yeah.
He's like, he's
If we
definitely
having
gonna
a
say
lot of
no to that. I'm like, yeah, kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Well, golf's a hobby too, you know. So.
Yo, he's definitely gonna say no.
Yeah, no,
But yeah, like
I
when
really
you're
enjoy
alone,
it.
you definitely lock in probably way better. You don't got me or Joe, you know, talking.
Yeah, I like playing with other people too, though. Obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm sometimes I like to kid around a little bit, and you know, if other people are around, I'll joke around a bit, and then I'll lose focus. But not anymore. That was the old Nick. That was the old golfing Nick. Nowadays, I'm just straight focused.
Yo, Chad, I didn't quit golf. For those asking, I'll be back. I'll be back to golfing next week. Don't worry. I'm still coming for Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we were having that conversation, and your answers, I just felt like they were a little distorted. I just couldn't comprehend. I thought this guy's just trying to, pull my hair on me or something. But I just I'm not sure how accurate this conversation is being right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, golf. I love it as a hobby, like, you know. And I'm obviously competitive with Nick and Joe when we play, but like I'm not like serious about getting better at it. I'm just trying to have fun and beat whoever I'm playing, you know, if that's how we're playing. But yeah.
Competition's always there.
So that, I guess, hopefully that clears up my answer, Rafi.
Yeah, no, I mean, I know you're a competitor. When you told me all those things, I was like, wait, is this actually Johnny? Like, what's the problem? You need to sleep. You're either hungry or something, bro. Like, this is not right.
Maybe it wasn't sleep.
I don't know. Those answers they're not matching.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Moving
Austin,
on.
don't worry, man. I didn't give up.
Okay, I'm 14 to
Good to
18.
hear.
I hope that
Good to
doesn't
hear.
sound too bad. But I got some hope the other day when the PGA interviewed all the players. They're like, "What's a good golf score that you would consider?" And some people were like, "Yo, the 90. If you can consistently shoot 90s, you're good." You know, most people said 80s, but you know, there were some people. I think Scheffler even said like, "If you can shoot a 90, I mean, you're pretty good." Golf's not easy, dude. You're talking about hitting that ball with a angled club, and it's crazy. Not easy at all.
Yeah, bro. Not easy at all.
Oh, it's
I
really
read the
good.
comments
Oh,
on here.
okay. I hope so. I'll run with that.
Top golf.
He said my progress is really good. I need that. I'll take that feedback.
Dude, you're in the 90s, bro. You know golfing's hard. Like,
Yeah.
that's great. Like I could say the same thing for people who are at break-even stage right now as traders. Like, yo, that's honestly, it's not great, but it's way better than losing, right? And majority of traders lose. So like, if you're at B stage, you're doing something that majority of individuals who trade can't do, which is, you know, be in profit or at break even. Most traders are struggling and losing money. So to not lose money, you separate yourself. And that's the same way, Nick, right? Like shooting the 90. I mean, it's not as good as an 80 or 70, but it's better than the high hundreds,
Nah, definitely.
which many amateur golfers are probably doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we got 2.5 minutes here.
Looks good. Little onion. Little onion action.
Yup.
It's a 30.
Moving to Florida. Let's go. If Mr. V was so great and the mental side of things is important, which I agree, why didn't Amway work for you? Well, that's one of the reasons, right? He taught me a lot of the mental side. So Amway itself is like the technical side. You know what I mean? So I mean, look at what his teachings have done. I mean, they've gotten me here. So I also don't look at it as if it didn't work. I looked at it as that was basically my college, right? That was my curriculum. It worked on me, believe it or not. Now, it didn't become the vehicle that I produced a lot of money in and became financially successful, but Mr. V instilled principles that I still use to this day, that I teach you guys. I teach my kids, like belief and discipline, and vision was a big one, communication, leadership, personal growth, right? Not letting certain circumstances define your future, you know, those type of things, the slight edge mentality. So a lot of those lessons stuck with me, and I use them to apply here today. So yeah, again, that's the technical side of things, where the mentality is what really is going to make you successful down the road. So some of you guys here, I'm teaching you trading, but I'm teaching you mentality more, right, as well. So some of y'all will never, you guys will not trade in your future. I know you don't think that now, but you know, this game will get very difficult at some point and you'll quit, right? But what you'll have with you forever is the lessons of the mental side of the things that we've been talking about on this live stream. So when it's time to parent your child, or be a loving husband to your wife, or, you know, be a successful business owner, or make your sales calls, you'll have confidence in all that. So yeah, trading, Amway, those are just the vehicles, but the mentality, right? Success principles are the same no matter what vehicle you look at. It doesn't matter if it's business, sports, anything, right? You're still going to have those same principles apply, and you know, that's what you really want to take away. Yeah, and those lessons have been a big blessing for everyone here. You know, they really have been. So it's made a huge difference. So yeah. All right, here's our closure. Little weak, but all in all, you do get a bullish closure. You got some support. We'll see if we can get a possible lower wick, and then we might come up here, right, for this 4-hour high. Come get that high there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, and the other thing too is Amway, they had what you would call the diamond level. So Amway didn't really become my empire, but it helped shape and build the vision that I wanted to have for my own life, right? So it was more of a lifestyle than anything, and I knew that, you know, regardless, even if I was walking away from that business, I was not walking away to go back to a job, right? I was still gonna be steadfast in the vision of the diamond life, which was a certain lifestyle that, for me, I related it to financial freedom and peace of mind and owning your time and owning your life. So even though I kind of walked away from that vehicle, I never walked away from the idea of freedom, you know, where most people, if they quit and they just went back to a job, right? But when I quit, I basically found myself at a fork in the road, and you know, I had to make certain decisions and could start to use a lot of those principles, right, that I learned from Mr. V in my own life without, you know, that personal touch anymore of being around him so much. I basically had to put my back against the wall and take the lessons I learned from my time there and apply them in my life. And, you know, it worked. It worked. It didn't look good for a while, I'll tell you that. It didn't look good for a while, but I stayed steadfast. I didn't grow weary in well-doing, and, you know, in due season, my harvest showed up, and I think it's continuing to multiply now. My mom loved washing my clothes with SA8. Yes. Oh, fire.
What?
Fire. The products are amazing. The products, I still use I mean, I'm drinking an excess right now. I mean, I got, I don't know why I have my deodorant here, but I have my deodorant here too. It's all, you know, Amway product too. All nice, clean. So yeah, I like the products. They're all very, very clean. I don't use them all, but the ones I use been using them for a while. All right, well, we need a bottom wick. If not, this thing might just bury itself, right? Just kind of wick up, tap the buyers in, and just melt.
Yeah. I could see a range 2 here coming too.
Yeah, that too. Not bad idea. Because if you do get a closure back below now, I mean, the 4 hour is going to be like, I'm not going up. Going down.
Literally. Yeah, I like that.
SA8. Sheesh. They've been around. They were green before green was a color. They were getting go green awards and everything long before that was like even a trending thing. We're not going to get a bottom wick. Let's get rid of all the zones we got. Let me just get this a little bit more accurate now that we got some new structure. So real quick, just a brief reminder here, right? Daily bearish, but no top wick here. We never closed below the range. We got a big rejection from the downside. Could we possibly see that daily candle moving back up here today to close back above, you know, that little zone there to the left-hand side? Let's take a look at the 4 hour. So 4 hour also pulled back, right? Big rejection on the 4 hour. It also has no top wick. I think the daily top wick is somewhere up here, but the 4 hour previous one has no top wick as well. Current one went down right away. We're starting to reject. You know, all signs are kind of showing the struggle to the downside now on the higher time frames. 1 hour popped up, closed very, very strong bullish, right? But that's a pretty obvious bullish closure there. So we probably want to wait for a little bit better price action. So what you have here now is a resistance, right? So you got resistance here. You have a 15-minute support, and this is pretty much our level right here. Now, being that we're trying to sink our teeth into these buys, right, I would have been open to taking the buy down here to move up. But once you start coming up here now, you got to wait for that level there. So we did get our pullback. We drew this up. We just didn't get no lower wick here, and therefore we got to wait. So this candle will give us a new closure, right? And if that candle closes below, then we could actually switch our bias and look to take these sells. If it comes back down, right, and closes, you know, decently bullish here, right, especially with a lower wick or something kind of like this, then we could probably look to continue taking buys here. So we'll see. But that's pretty much where we're at the moment.
Love how simple the way we trade is.
Me too.
Yeah, same, man.
Would have liked the buy, but again, no lower wick. We can't really do much with it.
There's nothing we could do there. It's not our move. Most times that's gonna, you know, go down, make a bottom wick. So we stuck with the probabilities. Good probabilities.
Remember the 3 times we did that this week, and price just ended up melting, or just going in the opposite direction without that wick there. So just gotta wait on
it. Just happened to us yesterday in Asian session. Like, the amount of times that saves us, 9 out of 10 times every single time.
Yep.
Exactly, Austin. It's like every trader needs to understand and exercise delayed gratification when trading, because the markets are going to present a lot of moves, but there's unlimited amount of moves that it's going to present, right? So it's like when you're looking at the markets and a certain move shows up and it's like, okay, it's not the best. That's where you need to practice delayed gratification, right? You need to understand it and know that I don't got to take this okay move right now. I know I could just wait for a way better move over time and get it over time, right? And a lot of times that patience, that time period of patience is saving you, right? And preserving your capital so you can then multiply it. So yeah, I agree, Austin. Delayed gratification is a must as a trader. You need to understand it, you need to apply it.
He said, I'm done for the day. Ain't no way I'm risking my London profits on this. Yeah, let's go. One and done, baby. We need more traders thinking like that.
Good. That's actually the difference between a winning trader and a losing trader. A lot of times is both will show up, take a trade, but the winner trader stops trading and the loser trader continues to trade, right? So that's the big separation a lot of times from winning trader and losing trader.
A lot of times.
The one who can just walk away from the desk.
Yup. Trader A just moonwalking. Dude's dancing throughout the day.
Yep.
Trader B's just still at the charts, holding his head.
Yep.
Wouldn't you rather be moonwalking? Doing the robot, just playing around with life? Just enjoying it, acting like a kid. Up 500 to 1,000 on the day. It's a good life, my friends. It's a good life. I'm telling you. Doing the
Close that
wave, you know,
profit.
acting like a little kid. And it's epic.
Yep.
Or would you rather be stressed out at the desk, trying to get your loss back after losing your gains from the session before and just trying to make it back to break even on a day or something? It's just pointless. It's
Yep.
it's times
And
in my life I feel like was wasted time, to be honest. Could have avoided it.
And chat, that goes the same for a losing trade too, right? Where you have two traders, one of them, or they both take trades, and they both take losing trades. But the winner trader, again, he stops trading, he walks away for the day. The loser trader, he takes a loss, just like the winner trader does, but he doesn't walk away and he keeps trading. So it goes for winners and losers, right? It's about habits here. It's about habits. It's not about certainty or outcomes. Yeah, I posted on my story the other day, but like traders need to understand that trading is not about being right or wrong. It's an odds game, right? So it's about being consistent to the odds that will give you positive expectancy long term, right? It's not a right or wrong game. That's why we say the main focus here is to follow our rules, the trading rules that will produce the high probabilities long term, right? So that means I'm cool with taking a good loss today, right? Because I don't need to be right. I don't need to be wrong. I just need to be consistent to the rules that will produce the right probabilities long term. Whether or not that trade wins or loses, it doesn't even matter. What matters is I was consistent. I took it today. I did my job today. So, you know, that repetition of that doing your job today, that compounded over time is going to give us the results we want, guaranteed, right? But the results are guaranteed over time. They aren't just guaranteed. Top step at it, back at it with the glitch. Yo, that always be happening on top step. Get logged out. My volume is low now.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah,
Much
I thought
better,
that
bro.
was right. I thought it was better that I was low.
Bro, before our ears was bleeding.
Yeah, but I know, dude. I
Yeah, it was
apologize
so
again,
loud.
chat, for that. I
Not
wish
your
I would
fault.
have known.
I mean, yeah, nothing to do.
I wish I could have been aware of that and told people, lower your headphones. But yeah, we're all good now.
What's your plan today, Johnny? What are you doing? Anything
Uh,
planned? Anything fun?
Yeah, just chilling. I'm gonna go to the beach for the day, and then maybe I got some bikes here, so probably go bike riding, and then get some good food. Maybe walk the boardwalk after Asian session, but that's really it.
Oh, when does it get dark out there? Like around 9:30?
Yeah, like 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yup. So it's good. We'll have some good daylight, a lot of daylight here. But yeah, that's pretty much my plans. The beach is I could literally walk to the beach right now from where I'm staying at the resort. Like the beach is basically in the backyard, so you know I gotta take advantage of the beach.
Bro,
while
that
I'm here.
beach in your story looked insane.
I
That
know,
sunrise,
man.
too.
I got
That's
to
it,
go.
bro.
I know. After
You
Asian
deserved
session.
it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. After Asian session last night, I got to take a lovely walk, like a night walk on the beach. It was so with my girlfriend. It was so calm and peaceful. Like listening to the ocean waters, not really having to worry about anything. And and this morning too, got to see the sunrise and let that first light hit on me. It was awesome, man.
What a life,
Oh.
man.
Thank you. None like a morning
Hey,
walk
yo.
on the beach, you know, and a day of freedom.
Literally, bro.
Ooh, first light every day. If you're missing your first light, what are you doing, man?
I was thinking of you, Nick, today when that sun was rising.
Good. The risen savior, eh?
Yeah. know Nick would like that first light.
That first light. Yup, circadian rhythm, baby. It's flowing. I have my kids, if they can, usually they can't get the sunrise, but they always get the sunset typically. All right, man, this might turn around here. So buyers are in off of that no bottom wick. We're starting to, you know, push down now. We might continue bearish here. You know, you got a bearish resistance form. 1 hour moved quite a bit. 4 hours obviously still bearish, whatever. But yeah, everything else looking pretty good. That first, like, how was that beach walk? Good?
It was great, man. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yup.
Yo, let me ask you this. Are you barefoot? Are you wearing sandals or shoes?
Oh, I'm barefoot, brother, 100%.
Okay.
I'll be barefoot this whole trip.
You mean you're not wearing socks and shoes?
Okay.
And that, Rafi, that was an underrated feeling and an underrated thing that I did, but made my night way better, was walking barefoot. As well as this
that's
morning.
all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear. You'll see people walking with shoes at the beach or sandals. I'm like, yo, connect. Gotta connect,
Facts.
bro.
Facts. It gets me scratching my head too.
Yeah, good.
You really do. You're connected to God at that point, really.
Yeah.
All right, my friends. It may be our calling time. So
Looks pretty good to me.
looking good. Possible sell stops here. We're going to need a good top wick. Higher time frames are still down. You know, it's pretty obvious that gold's still trying to push down here. We broke the highs. They probably collected some liquidity here, and you know, we might be able to get back down now. So let's see if we can get this closure in about 17 seconds or so, and then we'll see if we can have a sell stop. Boom, boom. Not looking too shabby.
Would you like it for stop loss back in the range?
Yeah, back in the
200
range.
pips.
So hopefully this candle can wick up for us, get us back in the range, roughly like 130-ish, let's say.
How come? Why are you not concerned with the 4 hour like top wick?
I mean, the 4 hour isn't concerned with it. You know, there's been just so many. I mean, look at all this.
Yeah.
Right? So if you got structure now in the lower time frames, I mean, that never stopped any one of these 4 hour candles. We're just on a tear right now to the downside. So basically
makes
just trusting
sense.
that volume, trusting that momentum, that direction, and the setup.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wish we had one.
No certainties.
Yeah, that'd be great, but what are we gonna do? You know, just never you know, not execute all day on a sell. If you know, again, like I was saying earlier too, it's so tough to take these sells with that no bottom wick. But I mean, look, look what happened.
Right. Yep, you're right about that.
Yeah. But you know, we still need our top wick and all that good stuff. So, did I learn the strategy from Raja? Yeah, Raja, Don, and then you know, also you know, just life experience too comes into play. But mainly Raja. Then I also learned a little bit from Don and kind of put the two together, and here we are. Yeah, we could wait for the 1 hour. We'll have to, you know what I mean, if we don't get that top wick anyway, so. Gotta walk barefoot, man. My kids look strange when they have shoes on. That's how much they actually wear shoes. When they wear shoes, it kind of looks weird. It's like, you know, like someone does something that they never usually do. Looks a little weird.
Wear shoes and their feet start hurting.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta take the shoes off.
No,
They
it's
got
like awkward.
some tough feet. Stops will be back in the range. Like if this candle pushes up and gives us a high, it'll basically be wherever that high is. So let's say it comes up like that, put stops above here, and then enter on the break of the low.
Bro, otherwise the sell over here would be money too.
That'll work. 1 hour closure too.
1 hour close bearish.
Yeah, 1 hour bearish closure would be nice.
Yeah, a little celery plus 1 hour closure would be great. This price overextended. Right now, no, I don't think so. Actually, no. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You got a 30 pushing off resistance here. 15 got the breakout. So it looks pretty good to me. But yeah, waiting on that 1 hour is not a bad option here either in about 11 minutes. Shoes are those the feet prison. I try and be barefoot everywhere I go. Try to. Modern society like kicks you out of stores now if you don't have shoes on. It's like, dude, my feet are cleaner than most people's boots here. What you mean?
No, I think that's so. It's good to do that every day, like grounding. I feel like everyone should be walking barefoot every day.
Bro, honestly,
Obviously,
grab a
watch
good
where you
book,
walk, but
find a good tree, sit below it with no shoes on, and holler at me in 30 days. Just give me a holler.
will do, brother.
You might actually get rid of disease. You have no idea. You might get rid of sickness.
Sit under a tree where you're grounded.
You might cure your eyesight, your glaucoma.
And you'll actually solitude a bit too.
Yeah. There's a tree that kept me out of a big rainstorm on the golf course. Every time I see that tree now, I go up, I give it a hug, I talk to him, everything. Crazy, right? Say, yo, what up? Appreciate you that one day. Kept me dry. Hooked me up. Bro, there's like no trees anywhere. There was one tree. A nice big tree. Blocked pretty much all the rain. Kept me dry. I'm like, alright, my man. Appreciate that. The way I draw candles are you like it? I'm the candle man. Do I ever take a breakout of the 15 candle on the... yeah, I do. Yeah, but things have to be in place. So, they're just not in place right now. Still waiting on this top wick. Yeah, I'd be hugging the trees. I'd be high-fiving trees. You'd be talking to them. Boom, boom. Alright, I don't know if we'll get the top wick, but we will get a 1 hour closure in about 9 minutes here. Does thoughts become your reality and negative thoughts also? Yeah, with repetition. With repetition. So, you know, if you think one negative thought, your life isn't going to end right there. But if you make that your default programming, it'll likely lead to a negative life. So, you know, if a negative thought passes through your mind, like, you don't have to panic. All right, it's just human nature. The problem is when you start identifying with it. So when you sit there and go, oh, another trade, I always lose. Whoa. Right? Or, oh, I'm not good enough. Or, oh, nothing ever works for me. I can't become successful. You know, all that stuff, right? It's like if you say that too much, you will impregnate your mind with those thoughts, and then, you know, your mind will go out and create that in your reality. So there's a reason I say, hey, my name is Nick Stewart, and only great things happen to me. Only great things happen, right? I'm trying to, you know, create the reality of that by using it in thought. It's the thoughts that you keep entertaining, you know, the ones that you consistently program your mind with that start becoming your beliefs. So, you know, those beliefs are going to affect everything about you, your emotions, your decisions, your actions, your discipline, your confidence, right? And eventually it'll carry over into the results that you get. Sometimes it takes a long time. You know, for me, I was naturally a negative person, and then I learned about positivity and I fell in love with it. I was obsessed with the idea of having a positive mind. So, but before that, I was a very negative individual. I would get into fights. I would get into arguments. You know, I had basically, you know, once I caught an attitude, it was like, it was over. You know, I didn't like authority, and I was one of those troubled kids that just didn't seem to, you know, have a handle on my emotions. And a lot of times it was probably because of my programming, you know. So once I became obsessed with positivity and a positive mind, I worked really hard on programming it, and then, you know, that's why it's guided my life now to this point. Your inner world creates your outer world. That's how it goes.
I mean, we continuously talk about this, you know. Whatever you do mentally, these things will help you, not just in trading. It helps you on everything, you know, on everything that you do as a competitor, games, sales, whatever it is that you're doing. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of living.
Yep. Yeah, it becomes an identity. And look, in the beginning, you have to consciously do it. So you have to force it. So in a bad situation where you're like, blah, 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 you got to stop and say, no, hold on. That's not how I, like, for example, right? Let's say you're naturally negative. You're driving in your car, you know, mad about life. And then all of a sudden, you hear the tire popped. Now you're even more mad. Now you're pissed. Now you're frustrated. Now you're saying things. You're doing things. You're getting all messed up, right? Now you're sweating, trying to take the tire out, and you're just blaming life on, you know, basically everything on life. Or you could say, hey, you know what? Let me get out. Let me see how good I can change this tire. Let me practice positivity. You know, I might have gotten this flat tire because, I don't know, maybe a car was going to veer off and kill me up ahead, right? So I'll take that, right? I'll say, you know what? There's probably a reason why I'm here. And let me try and get this new tire on as easy and as best as I possibly could with, you know, little to no effort. And I just, you know, focus my mind on doing a little task and tricking it and taking a negative situation and turning it into a positive one. So that's really what it's all about. At a certain point, you're going to naturally think negative, but you got to, you know, purposely place those positive thoughts in your mind. And then eventually the positive thoughts, you know, if you do it enough, will start to rewire the mind and become the default. And then now it's going to be hard to think a negative thought. All right. So now you lose a trade. You go, probability. That's certainly nothing to do with me. You know, nothing to do with my worth or who I am or what I am. Right. It's like all of a sudden now the default becomes positive. How many days? I don't know. I don't think there's a magical number of days. You know, the subconscious accepts things through repetition and emotion. You know, so if you give it enough repetition, enough emotion, I mean, I could cover in one day what maybe you can cover in 21 days. All right. I love the 21 days to make a habit, or some say it's 30 days, or maybe it's 32 days. Some say it's 60 and 90. There's no truth, right? But the truth is, it just depends how deeply the old programming and the old belief is rooted, and how consistently you begin to impress the new belief on the mind, right? And how clear you can make it, and what type of emotion that you can attach to it is what's going to help, you know, get you out of that negative state of being. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, 30 days, 60 days, like Rafi said, it's not a 30-day, 60-day thing. It's this is the new me, you know, this is the new life I live. It's kind of like trading. You're not going to follow your trading plan for 30 or 60 days and then, hey, you know, I'm a profitable trader now. No, you got to do that forever. Like, now you have to follow that plan forever. Like, you know, you can't deviate. Otherwise, you know, the money or the predictable results will stop coming in. Good question, though. Good question. As someone new to trading, how long do you think it should usually take? Again, you know, same type of answer there, man. There's really no magical number. You know, I took 3 years to even make $1, but you know what? Once that first dollar came in, it was like they just kept coming in after that. I've coached people in the elite program who they started trading. They never took a trade without me. They found me on YouTube, and it was in the first month, and they hired me to coach them. And you know, some of these guys I've gotten to be profitable in a matter of, you know, a couple months, 2, 3, 4 months. Some guys come to the elite program. I still can't get them to be profitable, right? So, you know, it's all about you and your willingness to commit and, you know, put on. So everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's a little different. So that's another reason why you really can't compare your story with mine, right? Because you don't even know. You might be doing better than me, right? You might be 22 years old right now. You've been trading for a year and you're getting payouts. I was 29 when I started trading. I didn't get any payouts for 3 years, right? So you're actually probably doing better than I am, but you're sitting there thinking, ah, man, I wish I was Nick Stewart. No, you don't. No, you don't, right? You're in a perfect position to be who you are and where you are, and whether you know it or not, if that's the example, I mean, you've got edge on me, right? You've got time on me. So, you know, little do you know, a lot of you guys, if you take this stuff seriously, especially you guys and girls in your early 20s, mid 20s, you know, even teenagers, I mean, the stage is set, gang, for you to win. So take advantage of it. Yes, sir. All right, well, nothing there. No top wicks. Thanks, Gold.
Absolutely nothing.
Right.
1 hour range. I think we talked about this range here earlier in the session.
Yeah, probably. I mean, a support here at some point would be great too. I mean, or
Yeah,
but we'll see.
lottery tickets. I better win this. The Mega Million. Thing about, I don't know what the lottery is. I don't even know if they still do lottery, but I'm sure some of you guys know the exact number it is right now. Nick, they're gonna call the numbers later. I wouldn't know, right? Because I don't participate in the lottery. But what happens if you did, right? What happens if you won the multi-million-dollar lottery? You know, you ever get the ticket and you just start thinking, man, if I won. I remember I bought a lottery ticket, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I said, like you know when the lotto gets like so big that like the work office, they all gather together. They go, look, man, it's 600 million. Why don't we all chip in? You know, by the way, that's another scam in itself that we can talk about another day. But you know when that happens? You know, I did that too. And I started thinking about, man, what would I do? So you won the lottery here. You know, you got a system, you got a coach, you got a environment, a community that'll help you, you know, reach all your dreams and goals. So why not just take that serious, you know? Ditch the lottery ticket and lock in on this. All right. Anyways, enough yapping, Nick Stewart. Let's see if we can get a top wick here. Everything looks pretty good. You got a 1 hour closure. Close below the range too. 30-minute also closing below. 15-minute, you know, we need a pack runner or something there. And if we can get that, then same entry on the break of the lows here. Why do we need a pack? I mean, it's only right that we get a 1 hour top wick back in that range anyway. So it just happens to line up with the 15-minute. You know, whether or not that 15 has a top wick or not, I still want to see a 1 hour top wick up here. And, you know, naturally that's going to give the 15 a top wick too. Oh, I still got my order down here. Order.
Yeah, see, man, look good.
Little Packy and we Gucci. Let's see if we can make some money today. This is probably my last shot here too. So if we can't get this, then I'll look later in the afternoon, and if not that, then off to Asian. XFA standard better than the consistency one. Yeah, I like the standard one better. I was just used to it. Yeah, it's not bad. My mic is so far. Is it better now?
I can't believe how big these stops are. Previous 30-minute candle, 300 pips.
Hey, John, don't bring that negativity over here.
Hey, yo, I'm sorry. It's not negativity, it's logic.
Hey. Chill out, man. We're trying to force a trade here.
So are you gonna keep stops back in the range, or?
Yeah.
Or do you like previous?
Pack runner. I'm definitely not putting them up here at 54 if that's the one you're talking about.
Right. That's what I was looking
Nah.
at.
They got to be basically 15 pack, about 170, 190, you know, about 200, 220, you know, somewhere around there. Ballpark figure. Just prepare for stops to be like, 170, 190, 220-ish, somewhere around there.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Dudes are calculating lot sizes right now like, maybe I shouldn't even take this trade. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, you need the 15 pack to do anything. At least I do to do anything here. We got the clean range, but that clean range is also coming from, it was created by a rejection, so that is also, that big rejection here too. So, but nothing seems to be stopping price from moving down. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that picture right there would be awesome. Let them know, Leo. Don't worry about the stops. We're hitting TPN. Yeah. Don't worry, man. It's going to be straight profit.
Yeah, you're right. What am I worried about?
Oh, my guy made his own deodorant. Let's go. Send me the recipe. Oh, you weren't around last week, so congrats on the Knicks championship. Let's go. W.
Let's go for New York.
Let's go. We won, guys. We did it.
We. What we?
We did it.
Yeah, we did it, though. We did it. We really did, though. We really did that. We really did that.
Yeah, we did that, yeah.
It's been like 70 years.
Anything is possible.
We did do that, though. We showed up. We weren't losing that. Yeah, Knick fans went crazy. I seen some Knick fans even tattooed the Knicks logo on their face. As if life wasn't gonna keep happening tomorrow. Genius. Bro, I was going into the gym today. All of a sudden, I get out my car. There's a whole thing of McDonald's all over the floor. I'm like, you could just tell a lot by the food what kind of person that was. Pretty predictable, right? Just trash food, trash habits, trash behaviors.
Literally.
No surprise.
The correlation.
I never seen a ribeye on the floor. I never seen a nice clean fruit bowl on the floor. It's always Wendy's or McDonald's or some sludge. Sludgy.
Sludge, man.
Is YouTube skipping? It might be. Skippery-doo-dah. Clear execution. What's going on? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wonder what happened with all like the Spurs, merch. What do they usually do with that? Just donate it. I seen Messi, man. Messi went off yesterday. Lower your hand, Johnny Gems. Let me unmute you. Let me make you co-host. Sorry. All right. I really don't see anything happening here. So,
Nope.
yeah, there's nothing for me. We're really not doing anything at all. So probably gonna call it here. Not much. I think even the sells in general too right now, they're not even valid at this point. It's probably gonna move down so much that you're gonna need, a retest back up there. Maybe if we get down enough, we can catch some buys a little bit later, but we got nothing here. We got nada. So 11.
Nope, gotta wait.
Yeah. Yeah, I say we call it.
Yes, sir.
Call it. Stay out of trouble here.
Good session here.
Yes,
Good
sir.
session. Yep.
All right,
Beach
man.
time.
Well, yeah, if you guys stayed steady, stayed disciplined here, great job. If you guys took good trades, awesome. And maybe I'll take one in the afternoon. I don't know, but as of right now, I'll probably head off and wait for Asian session. Yeah.
Discipline
All right,
traders.
bro.
Let's do it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Good work.
Yes, sir.
Good
See y'all
session.
later.
All right,
Great work.
boys. Thanks for
God
coming
bless
by
y'all.
today.
Peace.
Yes,
Thank you for
sir.
having us, brother.
I'll
Yes,
see you
sir.
guys in Asian.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, stay out of trouble.
Stay out of
See y'all later.
trouble. How you
Peace,
doing?
peace.
Okay,
Sir,
I think we're
follow
good,
plan.
right?
Discipline traders.
Any more questions, comments, concerns? We good?
I'll see y'all later.
All right, John. See you later, bro.
Peace, Nick.
Peace, peace.
God
Yeah,
bless
we
you.
Man,
good?
Appreciate you, Nick.
Yeah, yeah.
Peace.
All right, we out of here then. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys on the next session. And don't over risk, don't over trade, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, love you guys. Adios, amigos. Trade well, trade smart. See you on the next one.
Hey,
Peace.
yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really want for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision, but keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, at different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.